home for all the tips, tricks, and top picks you need to accompany your weekend plans and beyond. Join beauty besties Alberti Popage and Sandra Bennett as they welcome the weekend. Tune in Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on QVC and QVC.com.
Good afternoon and
cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
And cheers to you. Welcome into Gourmet Holiday. I'm Jane Brown.
I'm Rachel Ellis. We're so excited to have you here for 3 big hours with Jane and I. And then more Gourmet Holiday after that with some really great favorites.
Yes.
We have some wonderful pricing.
And we're thinking about Easter and helping you plan your Easter holiday meal. I know we've already started the planning on what we're doing and what we're having, so I hope you are too. We've got lots of sweets, treats, meats, some new to the menu items as well. We're going to talk about sweets first, though.
Have you heard of a Gopher? This is Savannah Candy Kitchen's their own signature take on chocolate turtles, but done as a gopher, a sort of a nod to their Southern heritage. Beautiful layers of Georgia pecans, Southern style caramel, and then a swirl of chocolate. Let me just reach and show the white chocolate really quickly because that is going to go. That one is very limited. You can choose the white chocolate, very limited, milk, dark, or the combo where you'll get 4 of each. Either way, you get 12 of them.
Yeah.
Perfect for entertaining, and they're individually wrapped. Look how pretty in a little Easter basket.
That's perfect. So put one of them in an Easter basket with some other goodies on a toothbrush, perhaps.
A toothbrush, I love that.
Then we also have coming up
Easter basket.
Exactly, it is. We have coming up, and of course, Stephen Walsh is in the building from Connemara Kitchen, the Irish countryside 100-count tea bag assortment and towel set. So the tea towel set actually comes with a tea towel and a cute little matching oven mitt. It's your choice of the Shamrock or Irish breakfast at 45 cents per cup of tea. You really can't beat it. And I did the math, not including the tea towel and the oven mitt. So really great value. And of course, we'll talk about the richness of this tea from the Connemara region of Ireland. And our today's special value was what we started our show with, a cheers, and it comes to us from Iron Chef Geoffrey Zakarian. This was a very carefully curated collection of premium reserve wines from California, and we'll have your choice of whites or your choice of reds or a combo where you're going to get one of each one of the bottles. They're all 90 point and up wines from our Customer Choice Award winner for Best Wines last year, Geoffrey Zakarian. Lowest price we are offering on a GZ wine assortment for the year, and again, you're getting about $10 a bottle for wines that are top tier, would range from the 15 to up value in the liquor store. So really great value today, and it gives you an assortment for your entire Easter brunch or whatever.
It's wonderful to have on hand. Okay, but let's talk ooey, gooey, warm goodness. When it comes to sticky buns, for Jane, I'll pass you one.
All right, thank you very much.
This is from Jimmy the Baker, the delicious cinnamon roll that is then either with or without nuts in a beautiful sticky bun. You're getting 12 of them in this offer, and Jane and I have the option that are without nuts, but is there anything better, whether it's the day after Easter or Easter morning or a regular Tuesday?
Easter brunch, I know, this is perfect.
Have the gooey, ooey, wonderful sticky bun.
When you start the unswirling, look at the layers of the cinnamon that are inside every, oops. I was trying to avoid using my fingers because I don't want my fingers to be all sticky, but you know what? What's the point in having a sticky bun if it's not sticky?
I know.
Ribbons of delicious light dough that have all of that cinnamon wrapped around. Just amazing, amazing taste and quality.
So
since this piece fell off, I guess I have to eat it.
I think you have to have it. I think you do, and because they're baked in those paper bins, then that means, or the paper containers, that means every bite is like the inside of the cinnamon roll. It is so delicious.
Ooh,
that is coming up. You can choose either the with or the without nuts. The without nuts is the more limited option, however, so I would recommend that you start shopping early if you would like to pick up without nuts in that offer from Jimmy the Baker. But let's get started with bread and bread. Small batch, premium ingredient sweetbreads to share or to indulge on your own. 15 of their 3.2 ounce mini sweetbread loaves coming to you for $29. That is $1.93 per loaf. And these are wonderful, shareable, or have a little on your own 3 p.m. snack. The wonderful Jackie Grant is here with us. She's going to take us through bread and bread. It's so great to have you here.
And I'm just standing here thinking, look at the crumb here. Look at how it's crumbling in my hands.
Perfect.
And look at my fingers.
I know.
And that's just all the
It's
moist
just
deliciousness.
Gooey, delicious.
These cakes, they're just
I want to
so good.
show you the flavors because these are going to go quickly. These are always a really popular moment, and it's a more just arrived moment. So they have been gone previously. They are back now. So you are choosing either all 15 in the vanilla. And look at that gorgeous, oh my goodness, so nice and moist. Only, how many chance? 250? Only 250 in only vanilla. You can go all strawberry, all 15. We have only 200 in all strawberry. You can go all chocolate, 300 there, or go with a combo. You'll get 5, 5, and 5. We have the most in the combo because that is what most people do end up going with. These give you the perfect vanilla chocolate strawberry flavor.
It's like the Neapolitan blend.
Yes, I was even thinking you could kind of take a little slice and give everyone a slice of each.
Yes.
Just like Jackie, you're giving here right now.
Well, this is for you when you're ready.
Thank you. I am ready.
Okay.
I am so ready.
Let's get going.
Let's talk bread and bread because truly, this is not just any sweet bread.
No, we are an artisan bakery. Our head baker, Alini, she is from Europe. She's a third generation European baker. So these are really artisan quality European style recipes. So, you know, imagine you're walking down the cobblestone streets in Europe and you spot a little bakery and you pop in. This is the kind of thing, this is the idea behind bread and bread. This is, you know, to bring you that old world, delicious European style baking right into your home, where you didn't even have to leave the house.
Right.
And you can serve this and enjoy it. You can serve it to family and friends, and it is if you made it yourself. And if you're not a baker, you can definitely pass these off. I am a baker, and I will tell you, I'm very particular about what I'll serve if I didn't make it myself.
Right.
I have no problem serving these.
Because it's premium ingredients.
Bread and bread has helped me so much over the years. In a pinch,
right?
Friends coming over, family coming to stay, whatever it is. This is just something that you're going to be so proud to share with friends and family because it is just so special and so delicious. You can taste the love that goes into every bite.
You really can, and it's light. It's not something that's overly dense either. Right. I just had a bite of the chocolate, which you would think, oh, maybe that's going to be really rich and decadent. It is decadent, but in the perfect light, fluffy way.
Right. It is. It's very cakey. The dough. Yes. So the crumb is very. It's not dense. It's not like a pound cake. The crumb is very moist. It's very light. It's very crummy. To me, the vanilla, if we can do the vanilla
just tried
first,
the vanilla.
The vanilla reminds me of like the best birthday cake you've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's absolutely beautiful.
So we're talking about real vanilla, that warm vanilla, real eggs, fresh butter, real sugar, all your whole ingredients, like your local bakery would make, only better.
Wow,
and they're
is that good?
So perfectly portioned.
They really are, and that's what's
really,
so great.
Yes.
Now, I also want to show right here, you're seeing that they are all unwrapped, but they do come all individually wrapped. So if you are going to be gifting, if you are going to be placing these out on a dessert table, or putting these into an Easter basket, this really does become something that you don't have to fuss about because they're individually wrapped.
Easter basket faves, yes. And guess what? If you're not going to enjoy them within the first few days, this pops right into the freezer. If you saw my freezer at home, it's embarrassing. It is stacked with these mini cakes.
I love it.
Stacked because they freeze so beautifully, and because they're so small and mini, it takes only about 20 or 30 minutes on the counter to defrost, and then you're off to the races. Yes.
How do you normally serve them? Room temp? Do you warm them up a little bit?
I love them at room temp. Lots of people love them slightly warmed. It's really just pick your poison. It's really up to you.
I love it.
But let me get you through the other flavors.
Yeah,
you're going to love it.
Strawberry?
So our pink cakes have been so incredibly popular. This is our strawberry. What you're seeing is real strawberry flavor here. real butter, fresh eggs, pure sugar, and this color and flavor is from real strawberry.
Oh wow, that's good.
And you're gonna, most people say that they're so surprised by the flavor of our pink cakes because you see something this bright and beautiful, you expect an artificial taste.
It's fresh.
Right? Do you really taste the strawberry?
100%.
Yes,
You
it's
taste
just-
the bright and the freshness of the strawberry first and foremost.
They're so magical. I mean,
Wow,
imagine
is
how
that
pretty
good?
these would be for all your spring festivities, Easter baskets, you know, maybe an Easter, put them on 3 tiers for like an Easter brunch board. So delicious, beautiful if you're gonna gift them. They're kind of, and because they're individually wrapped, they're like a bow and go situation. You can just gift them just as they are. And then can't leave out the chocolate.
So
I
good.
love this chocolate. Do you just feel like you need a piece of chocolate cake?
Always,
Right?
always,
So I
always.
recently became an empty nester and there's no need in my house for a full-on chocolate cake, and then why this is so absolutely perfect when you've got that craving and that chocolate craving kicks in. We are talking about real rich cocoa, fresh eggs, real butter, all those delicious bakery ingredients that we all love so much, and it's going to give you that chocolate fix in the perfectly sized little portion just for you.
And it's $1.93 each. Here is what you are going to be getting. 15 that can freeze easily. And Jackie, how long can they stay in the freezer?
9 months, 9 months in your freezer.
Wow, so up to 9 months. So save them for
Plenty of
all of
time.
your festivities throughout the entire rest of the year. You're looking at either all 15 vanilla, all 15 strawberry, all 15 chocolate, or what has been very, very popular, 5 of each in the combo. It's a more just arrived moment. These are really hard to keep in stock because they are delicious, they are premium ingredients, and the price is really unbeatable at under $2 each. Jackie,
Amazing.
thanks so much. We're gonna see you later on in
Yes,
the show.
sounds good. I'll see you soon.
Amazing.
Just to let you know, we've got a hot pick coming up from Egg Harbor, the 2 or 4 pound Southern style breaded catfish. Catfish, crispy, yummy from Egg Harbor. Love that Southern style touch. We've got that. And don't forget also the Southern style pecan turtles from Savannah Candy Kitchen. So lots of good Southern delicacies coming your way. But right now we're going to head over to Italy with Taste of Italy. 12 of their 4-ounce flavored cone-shaped arancinos. And oh my gosh, look at the perfect, melty, delicious cheese inside the mozzarella and provolone choice. There's also a beef and pork choice, or if you're someone who loves variety, we offer the combo that would give you 6 of each. Sale price on this, by the way, goes up at the end of the day. So take advantage of 3 payments of $23.33 and get yours now. Congratulations on the perfect arancini pull.
Thank you.
Jennifer Kovich, one of our foodies who knows how to pull apart an arancini.
You know, I
So-
work on so many things.
This is the offer. Again, you're going to get 12 and you'll have your choice, like I said, of the beef pork combo, the delicious cheese combo, or the combo, which is going to give you 6 of each. And if you're someone who wants to try these for the first time, we always recommend it. Get the combo. That's what we bring the most of in. And this particular offer does not have auto delivery, which is kind of disappointing, but that's a whole other story.
Right.
We'll work on that.
Right.
So for those that might not know, let's tell them about the Taste of Italy and what an arancini is, please.
So the Taste of Italy is actually brought to us by a gentleman from Sicily. He is an authentic Italian man. His name's Pat McKenna. He actually started at 21 years old. Oh my goodness, are you okay? There you go. 21 years old in a pizza shop. And then he said, you know what? I have such an authentic flair for Italian food. I want to create my own. Hence why he went right back to his Sicilian roots to give us this cone arancini. Now, a lot of times when you go to those authentic
gosh.
Italian restaurants, you'll see arancini, but you may not particularly see this form, this cone form. This is symbolic to Mount Etna, which is the most eruptive volcano for over 2,700 years in Europe. That's why we love this beautiful cone shape. It also allows
still
it
going,
selfishly to hold all of that incredible cheese inside.
Can I trouble you for one of those little plates?
There
and I
you
got to put this
go.
down.
Please
and
do.
it is absolutely
And here's a fork if you
scalding,
would like
piping
one.
hot.
I know, I'm so sorry.
No, it's don't be sorry. Are you kidding me? Delicious.
So that
yeah.
is that incredible cheese. So we're giving you real mozzarella, provolone, all those wonderful Italian cheeses coming together. They play so beautifully, all stuffed on the inside. But what we love on the outside that makes it really extra crispy is, as I pull this open, notice all of that arborio rice that we're using. Arborio rice is this incredible Italian short, plump rice that actually we've brought to life not with water, Jane, but with vegetable stock. So it takes on all the flavors, but look at that cheese. So you get all the wonderful flavors of the vegetable stock.
Incredible.
In the rice, the Italian rice, all those Italian cheeses, and then the panko breading on the outside.
It's
my gosh.
Crunchy. It's such an experience. And, you know, this was always like what you did with your leftover rice.
Yes.
In Italy, but
exactly.
it has really become like one of the popular like entrees or side dishes as street food. And then let's talk about the beef and pork, because I don't want to walk away from that. That doesn't have that same pull of cheese effect, but what oozes out is a combination of peas and delicious vegetables and the red sauce.
So ragu and pork, this is a slow, rich, slow cooked Italian sauce, if you will. It's like, so we give you all the ragu, or excuse me, all the tomatoes, all the peas, carrots, onions in there. But then we're also giving you pork, and we're giving you that incredible beef, tender, delicious, melt in your mouth bite. And what I love about this one is, and I mean, obviously, it sounds ridiculous to say this, but it is a meatier bite. So it's much more substantial, but it's not heavy and it's not weighty. It is so flavorful, and I love with that arborio rice, and then we've actually brought it to life with some beef stock in that one.
It's kind of like an Italian beef and pork pot pie with rice.
Oh yeah, no, I like
know what
that.
I mean?
Absolutely.
All encased in a little handheld. Like street food is a huge category now, and this is something that is so delicious and flavorful. So those are your two flavors, and of course you can get the combo. Talk to us about how they come in the preparation, if you could.
Absolutely. So really simple. This is how they're going to arrive. They've all been partially fried, and then they're individually frozen. So you just take out a couple if you'd like. But what I love is you want to allow it to thaw. So I like to pop them in the refrigerator or on the counter for about 20 minutes. They thaw. You will receive one of these cards on the inside of every package. You can see a little bit of history right there about the cone arancini itself, but also Pat McKenna, as well as the prep instructions. You just simply thaw. If you want to deep fry or air fry, 350 degrees for 6 to 7 minutes, and that is it. But what I love is it's also very, very simple. Again, just thaw. It's super easy.
So flavorful and delicious. It can be appetizer, it can be main course, it could be what you use as a side dish, because it's basically rice and cheese or rice and pork and beef.
Right.
You are going to get 12 of these, so if you want to throw something a little bit different on the menu for Easter or any other reason to, you know, add a little variety to your menu, then feel free to put these in your cart and check out with this. This is M139473, just now back in stock. Sale price on this, by the way, goes up at the end of the day, so you'll want to lock into this now. In your choice of the beef pork, the mozzarella and provolone, or the combo, which is going to give you 6 of each of the cone-shaped arancinis. And it's just about a flavor bomb in your mouth. The crunchiness, the texture, the richness of the rice, and the cooking of the rice in the vegetable stock makes a huge difference. Adds a lot of layer of flavor to that. This with a salad and a bottle of Chef Zakarian's wine.
Oh yeah.
I am good to go.
The day is set.
The day is set. Well, continue in the process of placing your order. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you, Jane.
And 139473 is the item number. I think you get the cheese pull award on that one today. Thank you.
I agree. We were admiring it off camera. It was amazing. No, still to come. If you want the best of the best for gifting or just for indulging or entertaining, these are gourmet bundt cakes. You are going to get lemon, red velvet, chocolate, well, a double chocolate, and also a chocolate lava. This comes to us from Dulcet, and they're bringing us a beautiful, gorgeous gift box. Wait until you see how they come. A really high quality bundt cake that you can share or you can indulge in with yourself. Coming up in just a little bit. But I'm sure that you've heard of a chocolate turtle. Have you heard of a chocolate gopher? Savannah's Candy Kitchen is giving their own take on a chocolate turtle by bringing you beautiful layers of Georgia pecans, Southern style caramel, and then a swirl of confection on the top. You're getting 12 of them. These are their Southern Gopher turtles, and they work out to just about $2.75 each for these amazing handcrafted confections. Now we're going to show you the options that you have available. They do all come individually wrapped, so they are wonderful options for yourself or to throw into a purse or to gift in an Easter basket. These are the milk chocolate Gophers. The white option is the most limited from when I checked. It's also very popular already, but fewer than 100 to go around, so it's very likely the white is about to go. Then we also do have the dark chocolate available in that gorgeous swirl. Or if you can't decide, go with the combo. You'll get 4 of each. Marie-Louise Ludwig is here. She's bringing us Savannah's Candy Kitchen. Savannah's Candy Kitchen, known for handcrafted, fresh, everyday confections since, is it 1990?
No, we're going back to 1972
Oh
and
my
beyond
goodness,
that.
1972.
So, heading down to Savannah, Georgia, to beautiful River Street, a total destination. But you've got 3 generations, 50 years in the business, family-run business. All of these candies and cakes and pies that we bring to QVC are all made from scratch. From start to finish, everything. These are things you're not going to find on your grocery shelf. These are things you're going to find at QVC. Or if you go down to Savannah's Candy Kitchen and look how we make these. Fresh caramel, buttery rich caramel. They call it stand-up caramel, Rachel, because they wanted to make sure that it gets hard so they could put that generous dollop of milk, dark or white chocolate on the top of it. They allow it to cool. They take them out in pieces in there. But really, I don't know what is the superstar of this, because pecans down in Georgia. But come on in, let's look at the back of this to start. Georgia pecans, they get them locally. They have relationships with the farmers down there. Could not be fresher. So it starts with the freshest of the fresh pecans. Then you've got that butter-rich copper kettle-made caramel, and you make caramel a whole bunch of different ways. You heat it up depending on what you're going to do with it, and look at the pull on that.
Oh,
that pull says super fresh and delicious, and finished off with the chocolate on the top. You've got 3 layers of goodness here, and look at, I don't even know where to begin. I just pull them apart.
They are amazing. Already 100 out of here. These are very, very popular. It's a more just arrived moment. We have many different confections that come in from Savannah's Candy Kitchen. Some of you have been to Savannah. You've been directly there. You've seen these made. The next best thing to booking a flight and actually going into Savannah's Candy Kitchen is to let them do the work for you. That Southern charm and indulgence, but shipped directly to your door. So you get that wonderful taste of Savannah right at home. Think about gifting. Think about entertaining. Think about when it hits about 7, 8 p.m. and you've had dinner and you're sort of just sitting and relaxing and you need a little something. You could reach for the cookies and the candy and the everyday, or reach for something truly special that you can actually savor.
And look at that beautiful, iconic box. If you're thinking about Easter, whether you're trying to do maybe an upscale Easter basket for the adults in the family, or you're doing a bill to ship to and sending it to somebody, everything is made to order fresh. You saw them down there, so they make all that buttery rich caramel, they melt all the chocolate down, and of course they call up the local farmers and they say, hey, give us some fresh pecans. So the 3 tastes together are just so delicious.
We have to top white because there's only 5 dozen remaining. So the white is about to go. If that's in your cart, I do want to encourage you to check out. Let's talk about that delicious white. I'm going to sneak in here and grab a bite.
These are incredibly shareable, but I say why? Why share? But look at that. That is a generous, I call this gob. It's a gob of homemade buttery rich caramel, and then finished off with a gob and that signature swirl on the top of that white chocolate on there. So you get the crunch and freshness of those Georgia pecans, which we love. You get the buttery richness of that caramel and all of them.
Amazing.
And then each chocolate will lend its own taste. So the white chocolate is going to have vanilla notes to it. So you get the vanilla in with the caramel and the pecans. I like to turn it this way so you can see. Look at all of those nuts in there and that pull apart. And then the dark chocolate, for the dark chocolate lovers, it's just a little bit more intense, but that also goes delicious with that caramel, and finishing it off with that creamy milk chocolate.
Oh my goodness, are they
any way
great.
you go with this, but the white's always been the most popular.
The
I have
white
to
is
say.
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah,
and I'm
everybody
not
loves
even
that
the
one.
hugest white chocolate lover, but that having the caramel, that wonderful butteriness with the vanilla is absolutely well done. And I have to say, I've had a lot of turtles. My mom is a huge turtle connoisseur, so I love turtles as well. Sometimes you bite into a turtle and the caramel's really tough and it's really hard to chew. This is ooey, beautifully soft caramel that did not stick in my teeth at all.
And they have perfected candy. Stan Strickland, who is now in heaven, who is our angel in heaven, you know, he learned these recipes. This is a Southern tradition. So from his mother and his grandmother at a time when I can remember this, you know, they measured with their hands. So he took all these recipes, decided to start a candy business, and to this day, they're still following these recipes. You are not going to get any fresher than this kettle-cooked, creamy, butter-rich caramel that they do down there.
It is so
You go to
good.
the store and you see how they make it. They know the perfect temperature so it stands up, so it can hold that big dollop of chocolate on the top of it. And they know exactly who to call when they're going to get their pecans. So the only way you can get it fresher is to watch them make it.
Pecans. We are officially last call for white right now. We've had over 300 orders picked up. Sometimes with turtles, you have 4 pecans and that's it, right?
it.
Because you're looking at kind of like the feet of the
flip
turtle.
as we go. Look at
this,
that.
look at the amount of pecans that you're getting.
love that.
Loaded with pecans, and these are not any pecans. These are those Georgia
Fresh Georgia pecans. And there's such a big difference from pecans that are freshly picked, and this is what they get to make these, because these are made fresh for you.
Yes.
And the ones you would maybe get in a bag and order. So every single bite is going to be worth it. And although it'd be great to go down and see it, and they invite you to come down and see the Candy Kitchen on River Street, how wonderful to be able to get this Southern heritage, these fresh recipes delivered right to your door.
Don't call them turtles, they're gophers. They are the Southern Gophers, and I'm glad they have a different name because they truly are a cut above. The white, officially last call. You can pick up the milk, the dark, or the combo. 12 of them for $32.98. So delicious, coming in that gorgeous striped box. But right now, it's time to talk a one-time only price.
And our one-time only price means that the price of this goes up at the end of our show. So at the end of 6 hours of Gourmet Holiday today, price on this goes away. It comes to us from Falkor Fusion. These are the 12 or 24 count of the crispy apple pie egg rolls. Yes, you heard me right. Apple pie egg rolls. So we have been enjoying and loving everything from Joe Feldman's Falkor Fusion food truck.
Yes.
Since
It's a mouthful
I
there.
know, it is a mouthful. Since you came here to one of our events at QVC a couple of years ago.
Yes.
This was just introduced last year,
Yes,
right?
this is really
It is new to the menu, and what it is imagine taking your favorite apple pie recipe with cooked apples and all of the delicious syrup on the inside and wrapping it in a light, crispy egg roll shell. That's what you're getting. If you pick this up today in the 12 count, it's $59.98, 3 payments of $20 on a credit card. If you pick up the 24 count, you double the offer, but don't double the price. You'll save $24.98, and you'll get 3 months at $31.66 on a credit card for that. And again, all of this goes away at the end of the show, including the 3 easy pays. But if you lock into auto delivery, you can get additional shipments every 90 days for 1 full year. So this is Joseph Feldman, the chef and creator of Falkor. First of all, what made you shift into a sweet from all of the delicious savory egg rolls?
Well, I mean, we were a food truck. Every place that we went, it was always, you know, we have a limited menu, limited space.
Right.
People would always ask, do you guys have dessert? Give me offers for dessert. And it took a lot of time and a lot of working with it to bring this apple pie, not only to the truck, but then to here, to QVC.
Yeah.
So it was a long process. It was at request for customers. You know, we want dessert, and we brought it. We put, you know, took our iconic crispy egg roll wrapper and filled it with some delicious fresh apples and a delicious apple pie mixture with some cinnamon, all those delicious, you know, the nutmeg, all those delicious flavors.
Everything
in
that you would
apple pie.
put in an apple pie.
Yeah,
but
and
now in a hand pie, basically, you can take it with you where you go. Two things I want to do. Can I borrow your knife for a second, real quick? I want you to hear this, first of all.
Yeah.
That's the crispy shell. Now listen to this. And I know this is probably really hot, so I'm going to be careful.
Watch your fingers there.
But listen to this crunch when I bite into it.
And I mean, when you make an apple pie at home, for me personally, one of my favorite parts is that crispy crust. So we take that whole idea of the crispy crust, and the whole egg roll is that delicious crispy crust.
That is so good. And it's so funny because when I first saw this, I thought, a sweet version of the egg roll. Not sure. But honestly, the egg roll itself is so flavorful.
It's yeah.
And it adds to the texture and the flavor that you get with the sweetness.
Yeah.
So it kind of balances off, and that's always the most important thing, right, when you're cooking.
And people might think, like you said, people might think egg roll, that wrapper is going to be savory. It's not going to, the flavor is not going to be what I want it to be. It's literally the perfect, neutral, crispy vessel for that sweet, delicious apple pie mixture.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, you can always add that dollop of ice cream with it. Add a little sweet whipped cream. Put a little drizzle of cinnamon, sugar, or something like that on there.
Take them when they're hot.
Take them when they're hot.
Toss them in some cinnamon sugar, just like a churro or something. Oh, yeah.
So good. So talk to us about how they come and how we prepare them.
So I don't have a bag today, but they're going to come frozen. So you'll get a bag of 12, I believe, or 2 bags.
Or 2 bags.
And you throw them in the freezer. When you're ready to cook them, you don't have to do anything. Air fryer or oven. And 15 minutes, and you're going to get these delicious mini apple pies.
They're so good. Can I ask and offer this for you too? As you're looking at this, go ahead and put it in your cart. The 12 count has been very popular. No choice of flavor. They're going to be the same. You can double the amount and get 24 of them. Again, when you double the offer with 24, you save $24 and change. So that's the best value. And then, of course, you have the option of the auto delivery to ship every 90 days. But I don't know. I feel like it's almost un-American not to like apple pie.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know too many people that don't. And, you know, so this is a way to enjoy that apple pie on the go. Now, because they're so big and the apple is filled from one end of this egg roll to the next, you can cut them and do, you know, like the little diagonal cut, put some dipping sauce with them.
My wife had some friends over the other day for like afternoon tea, and I took a whole 2 bags of them, cooked them. I had some chocolate sauce. I had some caramel sauce. I had like a raspberry compote.
Oh, that's good.
I had ice cream, whipped cream, and I just laid it out, made them a little like charcuterie board of apple pie egg rolls.
I love that.
And they had coffee and tea, and it was perfect.
I'm sure there wasn't one left. You can cut them on the diagonal, and it creates just a really great, you know, kind of light and not too heavy finishing to your meal.
No.
I think apple pie goes with everything you're serving.
It really does.
Whether
it really
it's, you know, chicken, fish, if you're serving, you know, lobster, steak, whatever, apple pie is the perfect finish for it.
It really is. It's something you're familiar with. It's something that everybody knows.
Right.
You're not going to make an apple pie egg roll from scratch.
No.
You might make an apple pie, but again, it's work. It's a process. You got to slice the apples, you know, cut them down, make the pie crust. It's, you know, pull out of the freezer, into the air fryer or the oven, and you're ready to go.
And that being said, Joseph has a commercial kitchen where he does the prep work before putting these things on his truck. Are the apple pie egg rolls on the food truck yet?
So the food truck is limited, but we do things on a per request basis. So if I go to an event and somebody requests, you have dessert egg roll. We make them.
Okay.
But again,
This
these
is
are
not
these are
something you would
things
typically find.
that you can't get all the time. Here, definitely.
Right, for sure. And you know, the good thing about it, for those of you that are not in the Tri-County area here, Delaware, Philadelphia, Montgomery County, you can have these shipped to your home. And you know, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're in California, in the Midwest, North, South. We are here to ship gourmet food to you. You'll get them home in a frozen, you know, transport container. They should be frozen. There may be little or no dry ice left on the egg rolls. Put them directly in the freezer, and that way you can pull out 1, 2, or all 12 or 24, depending on what your event is.
However you're serving, whatever you're in the mood for. Again, they're delicious. They're filled end to end.
Right.
They're easy to make. They're quick, and it's something familiar. It's that delicious apple pie egg, flavor in a crispy, crunchy, and like they said, these right from the air fryer in 15 minutes. You're gonna get just like if my truck was serving them that day. You're gonna get. So there's delicious egg
already
rolls.
200 orders picked up. The price on this goes up at the end of the show. The 12 count is available. Double it to 24. That is the one that is the most limited at only about 250 remaining. Only 1,000 available in the 12 count. And once again, we encourage you to stock up with this. The bags are relatively small, and you get how many in a bag? Is it like?
I think it's 12 per bag,
bag.
so you only get one bag of 12 or 2 bags of 12.
Right. And you'll use these again for like Wednesday night when you just want a little something, and you're not going to buy and make a whole apple pie.
No, it's a great movie snack too,
and,
with popcorn.
Joe, for me, it's just me and my husband. So if we're at home and we want a little something to nosh while we're watching tennis or enjoying March Madness, we're not going to make a whole or buy a whole apple pie because it's going to go to waste.
Yeah.
So this way, I can take out the 1 or 2 that I want and get that same delicious, comfort food
just
experience.
like the crispiest part of the apple pie, and that delicious, perfect compote inside there.
Yeah, and it's a good point because the crust on an apple pie is really the best part.
It's my favorite part. When I'm making an apple pie and I cut it, I'm taking a little bit of extra crust.
You want that extra crust, but you want to get that part that rolls over and put it in there so it is in there and crunchy when you're biting into it. Well, because the crust is the egg roll, it's all the way around.
Yes.
So every bite you have that delicious crunchy texture. All right, so here's the update. How many? 300 have been ordered, one-time only price. That goes up at the end of the show. More limited in the 24 count. So again, to save that extra $24 and change, go ahead and pick those up. And then the 12 count is available as well. I love that you're standing here eating as I'm talking.
I come here at lunchtime, I'm hungry, and I'll eat dessert first before my meal, so we're good to go.
Well, I mean, this is dessert on the go. It's delicious. And I will say, when you put them in the air fryer, they're going to be piping hot. So just be careful when you
you don't
break them
burn
open.
yourself.
You don't brain yourself, but they are so, so good. Here's the 12 count. Here's the 24. When you buy the 24, you save $24.98. Definitely take advantage of that buy more, save offer. And again, don't forget the price goes up at the end of our 6-hour gourmet holiday today. Joe, I know you're going to head back to the truck probably, right?
Yeah, and the price here, lower than the truck.
Lower than the truck, for sure. And 139-924, thank you so much. Always a pleasure. All right, still to come near the end of the show from Rastelli's, we have the 48 or 96 count pork or chicken breakfast sausage links. I think we're talking about Easter dining. For us, because Easter means a sleepover with family and friends, that means I also have to be planning what I'm going to have for breakfast. So this chicken or pork offer of links is big and hearty, definitely meant to feed the crowd. And 138-192, we'll talk about those in just a few minutes.
Let's talk hydration. Something brand new today, a hydration drink that is designed to help you hydrate with something that you actually look forward to drinking and also provide enough electrolytes to actually make a difference that you can feel. This is O2 Hydration. This is a sports drink that has 1 gram of sugar, 15 calories, and flavor from real fruit. So you're getting all the good stuff and none of the stuff that we're not really looking for. Today, a 12 count of these 12-ounce cans, and yes, they're in cans, but they're actually not carbonated, so you're gonna get a really smooth, delicious flavor and taste. You can either go all 12 in the wonderful crisp lemon lime, all 12 in a flavor I'm really excited to try, the blackberry currant. I love blackberries so much. Or if you do want to go with a combo exclusive to us here at QVC, you can get 6 and 6 and get 6 lemon lime and 6 blackberry currant. Dave Kalina is here. Now, Dave, this was something that was your brainchild because you were looking for what could actually hydrate you and taste
That's
good.
right, and it was such a hard thing to find. I couldn't find it.
Amazing.
And, you know, I first had the idea for O2 when I was working a corporate day job, and in the evenings I was helping launch a nonprofit high school. So I was working around the clock, as you can imagine, and I was fueling my body with just a bunch of unhealthy sports drinks.
Right.
But like you said, I couldn't find anything that both I felt good about putting in my body and I looked forward to drinking. And so after the school launched, I partnered with a medical doctor and we made O2, something that we would actually enjoy drinking and crave.
That is amazing. Yeah. So tell us specifically what this is, because it's not a soda, it is a sports drink, non-carbonated, that gives us delicious flavor and the electrolytes that we need.
You got it. And O2 is really at its core something that's designed to help people drink more fluids.
Okay.
And I think the thing that makes it most different and unique from other sports drinks and kind of the natural and healthy market, isn't that good?
Oh my goodness.
It's not made with any coconut water. And that's a big deal because a lot of the other healthy sports drinks out there are made with coconut water, and I've never cared for the taste of coconut water. To me, it's like salty and a little thick. And so we wanted to make something that we would actually drink and feel good about giving to our friends and family. And so that's what really manifested in there too. Yeah.
Really amazing. Imagine reaching for this instead of that soda, instead of the sugary sports drinks. This is really what is going to hydrate you with 1 gram of sugar and 15 calories. Is
You
that
got
for
it.
the whole
Per
can?
can, the whole can.
The whole
That's right.
entire can.
That's right.
1 gram of sugar and 15 calories. And look what you're seeing right there. You're looking at 1 gram of sugar. That's less than a standard sugar cube.
That's right. So that 1 sugar cube is enough for all 4 of those O2s.
Wow.
And it's all not made with non-GMO ingredients, so it's clean, and it's something that, like I said, we feel good about giving to our friends and our family. My niece and nephew drink it all the time, and they love it, and their parents like that because the kids will drink it.
Kids feel like they're getting soda or something beautiful.
Exactly. It's tasty enough, and the parents are like, okay, this is actually good for my kid.
Yeah. Let's talk flavors, because lemon lime, only 350 to go around.
Yes.
Remember, this is new today. The variety is doing really well. It's very popular, but already with new today, fewer than 1,000 to go around in that variety option. Let's start with lemon lime.
Yeah, the lemon lime is really my go-to.
Yeah.
So what I love
try it?
about, please, yes. What I love about this flavor is it's very reminiscent of kind of that classic lemon lime soda that a lot of us grew up with.
That's great.
But it's not overly sweet. There's no fizz, there's no bubbles, and it's just a taste. It's very crisp, refreshing. I usually start my day with an O2. That way I'm supercharging my body's ability to take in water throughout the rest of the day, because it's got a lot of electrolytes. In every can of O2, it's 550 milligrams of electrolytes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it still tastes great.
It tastes amazing, really delicious. It is in the can, but remember, it's not carbonated, but you're getting that really smooth, delicious flavor. The blackberry currant, I tried that a moment ago.
That's wild,
really
isn't it?
Good.
Yeah, that's our top seller.
So flavorful.
That one, to me, it's like a bowl of mixed summer berries.
Yes.
Right? It's a little juicy, it's a little jammy, but it's not overly sweet, and so you can really drink it all day long. And so people love that flavor, and a lot of times they tell us they crave it. When they're not drinking it, they're already looking forward to the next one.
It's really delicious, and I love that the flavor is coming from natural fruit sources.
Yes. That's right, exactly.
Now let's talk about your mom.
Oh
because
yeah.
I know that you
I'm
love
so
O2,
excited, yes.
but also Dave's mom is a huge fan of O2.
She is, and I think she'd honestly, like, you know, my mom loves me, and I get that, but I think she'd love O2 even if she weren't my mom. So she's older, she's 79.
Okay.
And she's not quite as active physically as I would like her to be, but she's still very active mentally. She works part-time as a therapist, so she's seeing clients all day long, and she recognizes in order to be sharp and kind of remember the important details, she has to stay hydrated.
Yes.
Because hydration plays a big role in our performance and mental acuity, physical performance, all that stuff. So she'll have an O2 first thing in the morning, 550 milligrams of electrolytes. That way it helps her absorb water that she drinks throughout the rest of the day.
Got it.
The next thing, this is my other mom life hack here, is recently she started suffering from night cramps. And so in order to avoid that, she'll have an O2 after dinner. That way she's not waking up in the middle of the night having night cramps.
Because a lot of times those muscle spasms are from dehydration.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
Right.
So to be able to grab these, get that wonderful electrolyte, whether it's the morning or in the evening.
Yes.
This is a great opportunity. I'll remind you what you're able to pick up. You're getting 12, and you can pick them up either all in the lemon lime option, which is the most limited, all blackberry currant, which I have to say I think that's my favorite. They're both delicious, however. Or what has been really popular is the combo 6 and 6. Flavor from real fruit extract, 1 gram of sugar, 15 calories. Even the can, recyclable aluminum, which we love, really fantastic. It's new today, and here's the thing, you're not lugging cans home from the grocery store. This comes directly to your front door, and you grab this on your way to the office. You grab this on the way to the gym. Bring home O2 and get those wonderful electrolytes. Delicious flavor.
That's right.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Dave.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Great to have you here.
You know, the electrolytes in O2, it's higher than like 95% of other sports drinks and hydration drinks on the market. And that's really, really important that your body gets electrolytes, because otherwise you're just passing it through. Any water that you drink, you're not absorbing.
So get those electrolytes.
Get those electrolytes.
Really important. Thank you so much for being here, Dave.
Thank you.
Pick up all 12 lemon lime, all 12 blackberry currant, or that combo option. Now, still to come from Mrs. Prindables, I love this spring assortment caramel apples in 2 brand new flavors. One is an apple parfait, one is a beautiful pistachio crunch with almonds. And of course, that triple chocolate that we absolutely love. It's a one-time only price. That means the price is only good for our gourmet holiday block. But we'll give you a full look at that coming up in just a bit.
All right, we're going to talk next about something from Corky's, and they call them chicken tenders. That that's not a tender. That is a that's a 4-ounce piece of chicken that you're talking about. Look at this piece right here.
I know, that is a big one right there.
How is that a tender?
It is. It is. Don't you want a lot of meat when you're eating tenders?
There you go. Of meat when I'm eating tender. You're right. Jimmy Stovall is here, certified barbecue judge, and currently running the Corky's restaurant, of course, famous in Memphis, Tennessee. They do a lot of fabulous things, barbecue and chicken, and they also do chicken tenders as big as your head. We have the Caribbean or the honey smoked choice of 3 or 6 pounds of the chicken tenders. And of course, as always, when you buy more, you save. Buy the 6 pound and you'll save $20, $79.98. We do offer auto delivery with this, so if you want to lock in, feel free, and that'll ship to you automatically every 60 days for 1 full year. 3 easy pays on everything that's available. So these tenders are a little bit different.
They are. They are. So first of all, you know, we are a restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee, and you know, the best chicken tenders are from a restaurant.
Right.
And so the biggest thing to me is, first of all, this is real white meat chicken tender. This is not formed or pressed or anything like that. You can see that chicken. The other thing is the breading, the batter. You don't want it to be so thick that you don't taste the chicken, because it's really all about the chicken, just like with any good barbecue. This one right here I'm holding is that Caribbean flavor, which I love.
Well, and the Caribbean flavor is the most limited.
Oh my God.
By far.
I'm gonna tell y'all, this is so good. Like warm seasonings, garlic, onion, salt and pepper.
It has good salt and pepper
gosh.
underneath. It's not spicy, just so you know.
That's right. Yeah, it's not like a jerk seasoning that's spicy and hot, but it has all those great flavors.
It's
of the
a dry rub, and it's really flavorful. Of course, add your favorite dipping sauce with it, and you'll be good to go. Just so you know, if you pick up the 6 pound, we do offer a combo in that, so that would give you 3 pounds of each. So
great way to go.
3 pounds, or double it to 6, and when you double the 6, you can also ask about the combo. And then, of course, the other is the honey smoke.
Oh my gosh, honey smoke. So if you think about this, think about honey mustard. Think about that barbecue seasoning, that smoky barbecue seasoning. The difference with our tenders is we put the seasoning in that rub, in that batter, and so in every single bite, when you cook these, you're going to get that great flavor of the seasoning and the batter. But look at that chicken. You can kind of see it glistening right there. That's the difference, real restaurant chicken tenders versus something that's pressed or formed that you might get the grocery or something like that.
It's so funny that you said that about restaurant chicken tenders, because I rarely eat chicken tenders at home.
That's right.
But there's something about the restaurant tenders that are so much better.
That's
and
right.
when you look at these, and these are just like the ones that you would get if you were at the restaurant. They're big, they're meaty. The meat on the inside is tender and more. So it starts with that.
It really starts with the best chicken. You can see these are all different sizes and shapes, because this is real chicken. It's not formed and pressed to make it look like that. Then it's battered. Our seasoning, whether you do that Caribbean or that honey smoked, is in the batter. The other thing is, let me show you this, It's the meat to batter ratio.
Yeah.
A lot of times you're going to get tons of batter and a little
Right.
bit of chicken, or there's not enough batter for the flavor and the crispiness to get there. But look at that right there.
And the moisture. Look at the moistness
so
of that
tender,
chicken. So it's tender on
juicy.
the inside. All right, so when I get these home,
Yep.
they're going to come in bags.
Yeah.
And, you know, once I take them,
Resealable
they're
bags.
resealable.
That's right.
Out of the freezer into the air fryer.
Oh my gosh! If you put them in, if you have an air fryer, these are made for you.
Yeah.
In about 15 to 17 minutes, they are crispy, golden brown, perfectly cooked. You can't mess them up. Or you can do them in the oven at about 350 for about half an hour. I turn them halfway through so they get crispy. But the best part about it is the resealable bag, and they're already seasoned, battered, everything ready for you. And so when you heat them up, you've got, even if you're doing the 3 pound, you've got 6 to 8 meals out of that. That goes a long way.
There's about 200 people on the phone lines in the process of placing their order. How many did you say, Chance? I'm sorry. How many spoken for in this? There are a few, and you said how many is left in the, I'm sorry, in the 6 pound honey smoked, there's 160 remaining.
Oh my gosh.
If you want the Caribbean in the 6 pound, in the 6 pound, 5 dozen. I'm sorry, my brain's not working.
That's all right,
Okay.
no.
And then you ask about the 3 pounds and ask about the combo, which is typically what we bring the most of. Once my mouth starts watering, I have a hard time communicating what I want to say.
I always know if I go to a table at the restaurant, the food's good because everybody's quiet.
Everybody's quiet. I'm not talking about the flavor last.
That's
it's
right.
so good.
And if you're a dunker or a dipper, you know, I've got some barbecue sauce right here. You can set some barbecue sauce out. I've got some of this barbecue ranch over there that's perfect with that Caribbean
Dip
one.
that.
If you're a dunker or a dipper, I happen to love that. You know, ranch, barbecue sauce. It's amazing with that Caribbean. I told you. And then, but the thing is you're not going to get another tender like this anywhere else because it's generally just a batter and the chicken.
Well,
the seasoning makes it completely different.
you know, here's the thing. I see Corky's
Yeah.
on the logo.
Yeah.
I don't need much else explanation because there is nothing that I've ever had from Corky's that isn't smack your mama good.
Thank you.
It's so true. Am I right? Am I speaking out of turn? Anybody that's gotten any of the items from Corky's, you know what I'm talking about. It's the consistent quality that people fly to Memphis, Tennessee for to get into that restaurant. And we're not talking a white linen tablecloth neck.
No, we're
restaurant.
a barbecue joint.
We're a barbecue joint.
That's right,
this is
right
where
there.
it
There's
all
our
happens,
restaurant in
right?
Memphis, Tennessee on
Right.
Poplar Avenue. And you can see it's a barbecue joint. And we've got so many long-term people that I get to work with
Right.
every day. There's Miss Ann Rayford and Jack's in the pit. And we take so much pride in cooking great barbecue because in Memphis, barbecue is on every corner, and you've got to have take pride. You've got to do the same thing. There you go.
There's
right there.
the breading
There
process,
you go.
right?
That's right. And everything is done, you know, hand done. We want it so you have that same experience at home as if you were sitting in my dining room in Memphis, Tennessee on Poplar Avenue.
Well, and here's the thing: breakfast, lunch, or dinner, really, with the chicken
tenders are
I
so
mean,
versatile.
They're so versatile.
Great salad. You can do them on a, you know, like a little taco like that, or
You
just
can
do them with a couple sides.
Cut them and put them on sliders. One of
Absolutely.
these pieces is big enough. If
Yeah,
you wanted
cut
to
'em up,
cut it
3 or
in
4
half,
pieces,
yeah,
yep.
you could do a couple of sliders with them because
Absolutely.
they're so meaty and so
Yep.
thick. So describe real quick in our last minute the 2 flavor profiles.
Okay, through the Caribbean, y'all, this is so good. This is like warm spices. You got garlic, herbs, salt and pepper. This is more on the savory side. This is absolutely delicious. Perfect.
Caribbean, 6 pound, 2 dozen left.
Oh my gosh.
Last call.
Don't miss. We don't have
Okay.
this too often.
Right.
All right. And then the honey smoke, that's that nice, smooth sweetness from that honey and the smoke with that paprika and all the other barbecue seasonings. So this is like a sweet barbecue seasoning. If you like that, then go with that honey smoke.
Look at
Or
that.
if you like that Caribbean, the more the savory side.
Just a little bit of that breading to, you know,
I know,
add
because
that
you don't want it to
flavor.
overpower.
You don't want to, it's the
you want that meat.
It's the breading to chicken ratio
That's
that
right.
you do so well. You do everything well, like I said. Shop for the 3 or 6 pounds in the Caribbean or honey smoked chicken tenders from Corky's. Take advantage of 3 easy pays on your choice and a sale price, and 131783 is your item number.
Thank you, Jane.
Jimmy, thank you so
Yep,
much.
y'all enjoy it.
Yeah.
Reminder, earlier in our show, we took you down to Georgia. We're talking Savannah's Candy Kitchen. 800 sets of our 12-count Southern Gopher turtles were picked up. The white option with that delicious white confection, that has sold out, but we do have the dark chocolate or the milk chocolate. Wonderful Georgia pecans, delicious creamy caramel, and then the chocolate on the top. There is also a combo option. If you do still want the white, you could get it in the combo. But the dark chocolate is going to be the next to go. Do not miss out. These are absolutely wonderful. But right now, let's talk about a brand that believes in gifting the finest of the finest when it comes to the culinary space. How about absolutely beautiful, decadent Bundt cakes? 8 of them coming to you from Dulcet. They are giving you an assorted gourmet Bundt cake that comes in probably the most beautiful box I have ever seen cakes come in. They are so absolutely stunning. You are looking at that wonderful lava chocolate lava cake. You will get 2 of those. You will then get 2 red velvet, 2 double chocolate, and 2 of the lemon. And all 8 of these coming in this truly spectacular box. Jen Kovich is here. This is new today with free shipping and handling. And imagine their reaction when they open up this absolutely gorgeous gift box filled with Bundt cakes. Jen's going to show you right here. This is how it comes. I mean, I feel like this should be $100.
Exactly. I told you, I have never been one to do an unboxing, but when I got this at home, it was so exquisite. I literally took out my camera and did an unboxing and sent it to them. And I said, I am literally, my jaw is on the floor. They're stunning, but it also has to taste good, right? So what I love is the presentation first and foremost. Again, remember, this is what Dulcet is known for. This is what they do. They have said, 2 sisters who live in the countryside who really scoured trying to find the perfect culinary gift. They said, we can't find anything that we would put our trust behind to send as a gift to someone that we love. And keep in mind, the gift of food is supposed to be nurturing, it's supposed to be loving and customized. So this allows you to customize a gift to send a sweet treat to someone that you know is going to appreciate it. The presentation is flawless, and it is made fresh every single day. 4 different flavors, 4 different experiences that they get to enjoy when they want to.
Let's dive into the flavors, but as we're doing that, imagine that this is what you send for Mother's Day. Imagine that this is, and it can be an early Mother's Day because it is going to ship right now, but it could be a little early Mother's Day, it could be a little early Easter, it could be a just because, it could be new job or promotion. Really wonderful way to celebrate an occasion or also a just because gift for yourself or for someone that you love. Let's talk the flavors. You're getting all 4 flavors, 2 of each. This is the red velvet.
This is that red velvet. I want you to think about the most decadent, moist, delicious red velvet cake that you have only maybe had at that luxurious hotel or resort or favorite restaurant. And you're like, I can never duplicate this at home. This is what you're going to get right here. It is so melt in your mouth delicious. I love that we even give you that additional filling right there. So then you have all that wonderful buttercream icing that again melts in your mouth as well, made with real ingredients, just absolutely spectacular. And if that's not enough, all along the top here is that beautiful white icing that when you take that bite, all of those ingredients come out to play. It has that mild chocolate flavor as a classic red velvet cake does, but yet a slight tanginess thanks to the buttermilk that they put in there.
Oh, you can tell. It is gourmet top tier. We only have 900 to go around total.
Wow.
And 300 people are on the line, so please do know these are going quickly. Many of you are waiting to place your order. Stay on the line. We will get to you, or go to QVC.com or tap your app. Let's talk the lemon, and I'm going to try the lemon because I love a good fresh bite of lemon, and that is what you're getting here, and then that gorgeous frosting on the top, or would we call it a glaze?
I would call it an icing. So this is that perfect icing, a little, not like a soft buttercream icing. This is more of a powdered sugar white glaze that we have created to put on top of this lemon cake here. Now this is a full lemon infused cake. If you love lemon like I do, I love the infusion of lemon because we're taking lemon zest and a little bit of lemon oil. That's where you get that non-artificial flavor. And that's what I love, is we're using real lemons here. So when you first open this, It's
Yeah,
a
you can
sensory
smell it.
experience. Yes, you can smell it. And then there's even lemon infused into that icing. It just plays so nicely without being over the top. Moist. It is not like falling apart. It's not dry. It's that crumbly, perfect, moist, tender, rich cake experience.
And it's really so beautiful. You could easily cut this in half, cut this into quarters.
Yes.
Serve for multiple people, so 8 becomes 16 or becomes 24. You really can go to great lengths to serve many people with this gift set.
Absolutely, and I love that idea because even when you look down here we have one that's whole with the lemon bundt cake, but then we've taken one chocolate and we've cut it in half. I would absolutely cut this into quarters, to your point, Rachel, because that is a very large piece. And you see, as I'm cutting each one of these to show you the inside of the cake, I'm literally having to do 2 different cuts, one on each side, because it's such a large piece.
These are large.
So when my boys take these out of the freezer and they like to indulge in these a little bit, what I like to do is they cut them in half because they honestly cannot finish. And this is 17 and 14-year-old boys who cannot finish an entire bundt cake. But because it's so decadent and so delicious, you see how rich and deep that chocolate is with this double chocolate, because we're giving you chocolate and then chocolate chips inside, as well as that incredible chocolate icing, which is more like a chocolate ganache on top. It is so good. Partner this with your espresso or a hot cup of tea. If you love chocolate with your red wine, I know we have the Zakarian red wine. This would partner beautifully with that.
This is actually one of them from that collection.
Right,
so that is here if you want some ideas for pairing. This truly is that sort of European moment where at the end of a meal, you serve a glass of red wine as a sort of finish.
Yes.
You serve a piece of this bundt cake and everyone feels truly like you have done something very special for them.
Right.
We are going to talk about the lava cake, but let me just show you one more time exactly what you're getting, because look how beautiful they look unboxed. I mean, in the box they are just as beautiful, but here's where you're getting 2 of the double chocolate, 2 of the lemon, which is just so delicious, 2 red velvet, and 2 of the chocolate lava. So there truly is something for everyone. The chocolate lovers, the very chocolate lovers, and then anyone who loves a little bit of the fruitiness with the lemon, and also that classic red velvet. Let's take a look. And our wonderful food stylist warmed up our wonderful, just for a few seconds, warmed up these chocolate lava cakes.
Right, exactly. So she has heated this beautiful lava cake. Now look at how tender and easily it just slices through like butter. I mean, oh my gosh, it's so silky. And as we slowly open, you can appreciate all that wonderful chocolate, fudgy deliciousness on the inside. Now that right there, I don't know what dreams are made of if it's not that.
That truly, that is the anniversary. That is what you put the engagement ring inside of.
Yes.
And you just tell them, just slice it open. Don't eat yet. Just slice it open.
Just give it a I mean, this is what I love about this too, is this is perfect for just you and your honey at the end of the day, or you and your best friend. You just need a glass of wine, a cup of tea, and something sweet.
And look how it comes to you, just gorgeously boxed. I think this is even magnetized. That is how special this box is. So bring home all 8 of these, 2 red velvet, 2 of the lemon, 2 double chocolate, and 2 chocolate lava from Dulcet. Jen, thanks so much for being here. You got one more in the show?
Nope, not on until 4.
Amazing, we'll see you at 4.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, let's check in with Jane.
You know that song from the Disney movie, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes? Well, a dream is a Dulcet coffee cake.
Oh,
yes.
Wow. I love that.
With a cup of tea.
Of Irish tea. Because when Irish eyes are smiling.
Oh, look who's here. What's the site for sore eyes, I should say.
Yeah, I have that effect on this girl.
Stephen Walsh is always a pleasure and a boatload of fun, and he brings to us from the Connemara kitchen the Irish countryside tea assortment, and it'll be a choice of 2 flavors. With this, you'll get 100 tea bags and this adorable little tea towel and hand mitt set. This is the Shamrock. And then this is your Irish breakfast. And the artwork on that is a little bit different. It's the Irish countryside with the sheep in the foreground.
That's right, exactly.
Super,
and thatched
super
cottage,
cute.
everything is there.
You got it. So first off, let's go back to the Connemara kitchen. We hear you talk about the marble from that region, and you bring us beautiful jewelry and other home decor items. This is tea from that same
That's
region.
right. This is inspired by the beautiful, rugged landscape of Connemara. Connemara is right out on the west coast of Ireland.
Okay.
The most beautiful place in the world. And our quarry, we've been bringing Connemara marble jewellery here to QVC for over 35 years.
Right.
But my inspiration for this one, I drive down to our quarry and the first thing I'll do is drop into my friend Marty's house and we'll stop for a cup of tea. And that's the whole lore and passion behind bringing you this taste of Ireland. The breakfast tea, you wouldn't start the day without it. The shamrock tea is a new innovation. Isn't it time for a cup of tea?
I think it is time for a cup of tea.
But no, the tea, Irish tea, we are one of the world's biggest tea drinkers per capita. We actually drink more tea than our British neighbours who introduced tea to Ireland in the 17th century. And again, in Ireland, you wouldn't start the day without a cup of tea. Crises are solved over a cup of tea. Problems are resolved. Friendships are made. Tall stories are told.
Problems cease to exist when you're having a delicious cup of Irish
Absolutely, because
tea.
even when we're quarrying, and this again is our inspiration, maybe a machine is going wrong, the very first thing, before we'd even call the technician, down to Marty's house, let's make a cup of tea. Let's sit down, talk it through. And I think that's the lovely thing with tea drinking and the importance of it.
Well, and talking about the importance of this tea, the region that this tea is harvested, that is the other secret. You told us that you got 45 days of rain in a month.
That's right.
Which means it's raining twice a day or 2 days for each one day. It's pouring. But this is why it's so green and so lush and so beautiful.
That's right. This is the beauty and the wild landscape of Connemara. I love the way the hills and the valleys, this is our inspiration. And this is what has been behind our collection of teas. And we have the breakfast tea in this collection and the shamrock flavor tea.
So we're seeing the whiskey tea on that video. That is not part of this particular offer. The Irish cream is not with this one. These are two, but that was just a different video showing the landscape. This is Irish breakfast tea and the shamrock tea.
Now take a look.
So let's talk about the two differences.
Yes, now your breakfast tea, this, I'm just going to take the tea bags out. Now you must let the tea bags steep in there for 2 to 3 minutes. Bring out that flavour. Look
at
that
the color.
Robust flavour.
And let me just interrupt to say, we only have 200 of the Irish breakfast tea remaining. So
oh my goodness.
not a lot there.
Do you take yours with milk, straight up?
I would take it straight up.
I'm going to take milk in mine because this is a fabulous robust. This is Ireland's most popular blend. Now look at that. Isn't this?
Oh, it's so smooth.
And it's gorgeous. And I think the longer you let that tea steep, the bag steep in there, the more the flavour will come out. Of course, these come in these beautiful gift boxes, Jen. So St. Patrick's Day is round the corner. So if you're off to a St. Patrick's Day party, what a great gift.
What a great gift idea. And don't forget, with this offer, you're also getting the tea towel and the little oven mitt in that really pretty landscape design. So
they're lovely, aren't they? These are good. So you're getting 3 items.
Yeah.
You're getting your teas and your pot holder.
I just took the tea, divided the price for this, which is $44.98 by 100 tea bags, and it's 45 cents a tea. And that's a really good deal.
That's incredible. All the way from Ireland.
You also get the towel and the little hand mitt. And then, of course, let's talk about the green tea, if you don't mind.
The green tea. Now, this is a green tea, but what we've done is, this is shamrock flavour. This is the first time anyone ever has created a shamrock flavoured tea. And this is from the essence of the dear little sweet little shamrock of Ireland. We get our blenders to blend these in. This is a green tea. Sorry, reach away there, Jane.
I'm just waiting
look
for the
at
camera.
that.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. And this is a green tea, but the infused flavour of the shamrock. It's really unique. There's a kind of a peppery flavour to it. Is that what you'd call it? But
it's a little bit more herbaceous.
This is so refreshing. So if you're a lover of green tea, and again, St. Patrick's Day is round the corner. What a treat for your St. Patrick's Day party to raise a glass.
This is not Irish-like. This is tea from Ireland. So keep in mind as you're giving this as a gift, this is from Connemara.
Oh look, sláinte.
Cheer. What is that?
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. That's
that
the Irish for cheers.
Cheers. Sláinte.
Sláinte. There we
We'll
are.
have to remember that, Rachel.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down, because St. Patrick's Day is around the corner. But these are lovely. I think, and the fact that this is a shamrock flavoured tea, this is something really special.
It's different.
And again, for
Now,
St.
would you drink this with lemon or with cream? Do you typically always put
I
cream?
would either, not with the
Not with
green tea.
anything,
No,
okay.
I'd go maybe lemon. I prefer this one just straight
By
up.
itself.
I would
Okay.
have my breakfast tea with milk. That's my preference. But
Okay.
again, with the breakfast tea, you can have straight up with lemon. Or with milk or cream.
yeah.
With the green tea, again, try lemon in it or maybe honey. But again, for me, I love it just straight up because you really get that fabulous
Well,
flavour
and when you
coming
drink
through.
it straight up, you can really enjoy and taste the flavor of the tea.
Isn't it lovely?
So, from the Connemara region of Ireland, these are the breakfast and the Irish shamrock tea with the tea towel and oven pot holder, and 134336. Now, here's the good news. Stephen will be back because we've got shows on the 12th.
On the 12th and of course,
on the 17th.
St.
Yes.
Patrick's
We'll look
Day.
forward to
Yes.
it. Always a pleasure.
It'll be great fun. Lovely to
see
chat to you.
Yes,
Take care.
for sure. All right, and if you missed out, 500 orders placed on the Corky's Barbecue 3 or 6 pound Caribbean or honey smoked chicken tenders. And these are tenders as big as your head. They're like the biggest chicken
They really were. They're huge.
So those are coming up, and there is a buy more offer with those as well. And 131783 is your item number.
Now, if you are like me, you have one of your main weaknesses in life is candy. And Coyote Song is bringing us licorice, but this is licorice unlike the licorice you may be familiar with. You know that long skinny one with a hole in the middle? That's not licorice. This truly brings you a generational company, 3 generations, and they strive with Coyote Song to just bring you the best quality, the best taste in every single bite. This is Australian red licorice, Australian black licorice, and then the green is a green apple licorice. Coyote Song has been here at QVC and has previously sold out completely. Now they're back in stock. You are getting 3 1-pound bags of their licorice. You can either go all 3 bags in the red, all 3 bags in that green apple, all 3 bags in the black, which I know can be a little divisive for some people.
Polarizing, yes.
Polarizing is the better term. Yes, thank you, Jessica. Or if you do want to go with the combo, you will get what you're seeing right here. You'll get 1 of each bag. Really amazing. $11 and change per bag. When you think about a full pound of premium gourmet candy, that's a really great price. Let's dive in.
Yes.
Jessica Hart is here. She's a home product expert. She brings us amazing, delicious foods, and she brings us Coyote Song.
Yes, Coyote Song Farms. We are a small family-owned company in the Midwest. We began in the 1970s and now span 3 generations. And it is our mission to find you the best quality ingredients across the globe for our fruit, candy, snack, and nut mixes. And I am so excited that we have our Australian licorice here for you today. This is the black flavor. We use real licorice root extract.
Wow.
Flour and molasses in this Australian licorice. You can see that it is bold and it is a small rectangular shape here, and it is solid all the way through it. And you'll see it has that glossy texture, so it is different in appearance and in taste.
Yes, it's very different from what we're used to. When we think licorice, there's probably one piece of candy that comes into your mind. This is very different. There's a different experience, a different texture, and a different flavor.
It is not slender and stringy. It is not what, you know, Alberti sometimes when we're on together calls it plasticky.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm going to take that, Alberti.
Did you ever used to like take them, and my sister and I used to like hit each other with them?
Yes, yes. You pull on them, you see who gets the longer end. Well, this is much different because it has that bold taste, distinctive flavor, and with our black licorice here, we talked about it being perhaps polarizing. It is pure licorice root extract. We've got flour, we've got molasses, we've got herb anise in here, and that's what really drives the flavor. And so my dad and my youngest daughter, I was telling you, Ella, she's 7, they love the black licorice.
Love that.
But for some, if you don't love it, you don't love it, and that's fine. We've got the red, which is strawberry, and the green apple also.
Okay, so let's talk about the strawberry, because that is going to give you that wonderful Australian licorice difference, but only 300 to go around in the all red option.
Yes, so this is the strawberry flavor, and it's tangy, and it's fruity, and it's really, really sweet and delicious. Again, we've got that unique, soft, chewy texture. We've got that small, rectangular shape, and we've got a solid center here with our Australian licorice. I know you hadn't gotten to try it. We have done this before on the QVC2 channel.
Where I'm just sitting watching, my mouth watering.
And I get to enjoy all of the tasty treats from home, but now you're getting to try it.
It's delicious. It tastes fresh,
Yes.
which is really great when you're talking about a candy, because a lot of times you're sort of like, well, what's really in this that I'm eating? So you really do taste the fresh strawberry that's in here, and I love the texture.
Yes,
it's really
it's
nice.
really
it's a nice
satisfying, and you only need a couple. I really love that we've got these resealable bags. There's 15 servings in here, so with all 3 pounds, you're getting 45 servings, and you just need a couple at a time. You can reseal it. I oftentimes put them in the containers like this on the counter, and I see, you know, people come into the house, friends and family. I'll see them head over to the little sweets corner. They'll pull out a couple of pieces. They'll be satisfied. They'll get that chewy sensation and that bold flavor from our Australian licorice, and they'll be satisfied, and they'll move on to the next thing.
These would be dangerous around me. I would take the whole bag with me to the couch, and I would just keep snacking because they really are delicious.
And that's okay too. These are wonderful at this time of year for Easter baskets, for those sweets that we're getting out and we're enjoying, whether we're putting them on a tower like this or in little snack cups, or we might be doing a candy charcuterie. So many different things, or you can just put them in bowls and munch while you're enjoying your favorite show.
And you know what? I was just in one of the pharmacies yesterday, and I was taking a gander through the Easter candy. Bags of candy now, $9 to $11 each.
Oh wow!
For a bag, it was
for just
so
the small
expensive.
Size bags,
yes,
perhaps.
so really expensive pricing. This truly gives you that wonderful freshness that we love from Coyote Song Farms.
Yes.
The green apple, only 100 to go around.
Oh,
chance.
wow.
That one, fewer than 100 now, so that is getting very limited. I'm excited to try this one.
Yes, so you'll see the ridges on here, and again, that rectangular shape. And this is our green apple flavor. It is tart. And again, it is chewy and tasty and sweet, but you get that little bit of tartness that you would expect from a green apple flavor.
But it doesn't like pucker my lips or anything, just a little tiny bit.
Yeah, and if
really
you love that flavor, you know that you're going to love this. But a combo is really nice too. You can try all 3 flavors, and I love to have these to hand out as host or hostess gifts, or to just, you know, drop off on a friend's porch if I know they're having a day where they can use a little pick-me-up.
I love that they're, sorry, I'm still chewing.
Oh, that is all right, as you should be.
They're really delicious. I love that it's a resealable bag. You can choose either all 3 in the red licorice, that's the strawberry flavor, all 3 in the green licorice, that's the green apple, that is very limited, fewer than 100, all 3 in the black licorice, if that is your thing, or go with the combo and get 1 bag of each. These truly are a great new snack for someone to try when they come over. You can say, hey, have you ever tried Australian licorice?
Yes.
And then you get a really nice kind of around the world eating experience too, which is fantastic. $34.98 for 3 1-pound bags. Jessica, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Rachel. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, so I'm wondering whether these Hale Grove Honeybells should be in the fruit category or the juice category. Should this be a beverage? Because there's so much juice from that little slice that you see. And here's the deal. We all know the Honeybells are a limited time offer. They are some of the juiciest oranges / grapefruit tangerines you'll ever have. It's a hybrid that creates an incredible amount of juice, and they're absolutely delicious flavors. Already 1,300 spoken for. This is the final day this year that we're presenting this, and you'll have a choice of a 12 count for $60 or an 18 count for $69. We encourage you to go ahead and pick this up now because this will be the final quantity. Melissa Fleming Epps is here with us doing all the squeezing. But literally, like, it's seriously so much juice. It could be in the juice category.
It's so true. It's so much juice. It's so much fruit, but it's so much joy. I mean, this is, you know that Honeybells only come around from February through March, to the very end of March. It's something that's so special. These come to us from California. It's a very small company called Hale Groves, and Hale Groves got their start in 1947 when our founders Steve and Polly created their very own little roadside stand, and they just love citrus and they loved sharing it with others. So here we are today. They're still doing so many things the same way, but they've just grown a little bit.
A little bit more than a roadside can't stand. And you see these beautiful groves of oranges. And I mean, we can't even really call them oranges. They're orange because of the color, but basically a Honeybell is a hybrid, right?
It is. A Honeybell is a hybrid between a grapefruit and a tangerine. It's like the two of them got together and had a baby, and that's what you've got. Now, what makes them so special is, again, their time that you can actually harvest them is a very small period of time, February through March. But what you're seeing right here is the two of these get together, and then they create the Honeybell. Now, the Honeybell is known for its very specific, distinct shape. It's shaped like a bell, but its fruit and its juice is sweet like honey, and it's so incredible. It's so delicious, and it's really special, and it only comes around this one time of year.
These make wonderful gifts. These will ship to you on the 23rd of March, so you're putting your name on the list, and like I said, this will be the oh my gosh, look out there.
Making a mess.
This will be the final presentation that we have, final quantities of the year. So because it is a limited harvest, we can't make them if they're not there. Okay. 12 in the single box, or 18, your choice, but you get so much juice out of these. They're wonderful to slice and eat. They're perfect to use in your fruits, in your salad, fruit bowls, charcuterie, however you want to do it. But they're also perfect to squeeze and make delicious juice, that you can drink. So however you decide to enjoy it.
Do you want to get messy, or do you want to have a drink from a glass? It's up to you.
I'm going to get messy.
You're going to go for it? Okay.
But what I've learned is, again, you've got to commit to this, okay? You can't just go in halfway. And you have to bend over. So it's just like eating ribs.
It is.
All right. You got to bend over.
Move the body back.
You got to get in here, and you got to go. You got to commit for the whole thing.
It's so good and so juicy, and you know you're going to get messy, but it is so worth it.
That's how it's done.
Right? Well done.
That's how the professionals do it.
And not a mess on your sweater. Not a mess on your sweater.
God, so good. All right, wait. Here's an update. Now do the other half. We have 600 left in the 18 count.
Okay.
And in 12 count, there's only 1,000. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going in, Bill.
She's going in. And what's so special, Jane, we haven't even talked about, these are harvested boots on the ground. Look at that. Well done. You get the clean rind club. It's not the clean plate club, it's the clean rind club.
Got to get all that in there.
Got to get it all in there. But what happens is, again, they work with very small family foodie farms, and it's boots on the ground, checking the groves, checking the trees every single day, deciding which are ready to be picked. Your order will not be picked until it is perfectly prime and ready to be shipped to you. These go through a triple vetting process. These are hand-packed. And it's so special when they're hand-packed. And then you can see the beautiful pad. That was good, right? You can tell I've got 5 kids. I'm always multitasking. But what's so great is the way that they're beautifully packaged. They're hand-picked, again, that triple vetting process to make sure that they're perfect. They are then hand-packed in this beautiful tissue. These will make their day to you between 3 and 5 days from the time that they are picked from the trees. So none of that supermarket fruit that's sitting on their shelves for weeks, if not a month, before it gets to you. This is simply days, and it is sheer perfection.
They're going to be ready to eat when you get them there. And for the average person, they're going to be eaten pretty quickly. But talk about how the best way to keep them juicy and fresh and all that.
It's a great question, and I love to tell everyone how to do this, because I don't know many people know this. We recommend that you keep them out on your countertop until you feel that they are perfect and prime and ready for you to enjoy. It's then at that time that we recommend you put them in the refrigerator, because then it will actually kind of slow down that ripening process, if you will, and have it be exactly where it's perfect for you.
And you can kind of tell as the fruit is getting riper, because you'll be able to give a little bit more squeeze on the sides.
That little imprint, right? That
just
little imprint.
Little bit of dumpling or dimpling. When you press on the sides, will let you know that it's time to put it in the fridge, and then of course you can continue to enjoy them. The rind, if you want to use that for a recipe, there's so many uses for it. I might even, after I squeeze these, put those rinds in a bag and put them in the freezer, so that you can take those out later to add that richness and flavor when you're cooking and you need a little citrus, like making a marinated chicken or something like that. Oh my gosh, they would be fabulous.
Idea. And you can see right here, we're looking at the rind. It's very thin, so it's going to be really easy for you to pull away with your nails, pull away with your fingers. So it's not going to be thick. I mean, the majority of this is true, beautiful, glorious fruit. And I love, our food stylist has done an incredible job, all the different ways that you can utilize it. You top your salad with it. It's perfect. It's that perfect bright burst of citrus. It's going to be the perfect thing to accompany your omelets for your brunch.
Hey, and put one in the Easter basket too. too. I love that for the
Absolutely.
kiddos. All right,
I
so
love it
here's
too.
the deal. In the 18 count, we have 450 remaining. Final presentation of the year. And the 12 count, there's only 900. And how many already ordered in the show? 300 orders placed in this couple of minutes. So we encourage you to go ahead and place your order. 1,500 orders placed since we've launched it. This is one, again, when you taste it, you'll understand what we're talking about and why this is so special.
Yeah.
It's that hybrid between the tangerine, which we know to be really juicy and sweet, and the grapefruit, which has a little bit more of that kind of citrusy bite to it.
That's right.
They come together to create the Honeybell.
The Honeybell. And if you're not familiar with the Honeybell, there is a very short window of time in which these are perfect to be picked and perfect to enjoy. They are very distinct. They have that beautiful bell shape, which is part of the reason why they're called the Honeybell. And we also call them the Honeybell because the citrus is so sweet, and it truly tastes like honey. But these have to be done with true attention to detail. It has to do with making sure that the conditions are absolutely perfect, making sure the sun is perfect where it is in California in the groves, making sure that the soil is perfect, making sure that the temperature is perfect, and making sure that the trees are the best that they can be. And that's what our really small family foodie farmers do. It's true attention to detail. They walk those orchards every single day. They touch the trees. They make sure that the fruit is perfect. And then these will be picked by hand and then shipped to your door within 3 to 5 days.
And here's a look at that orchard again. The meat of this Honeybell is just so delicious. I mean, when you bite into it, it's juicy and flavorful and has a nice hardiness to it. So it's the kind of thing you look forward to every year. Unfortunately, nature says we can only have it from, the beginning to the end of February, and that's it. And that's the only time we offer them here at QVC. So this will be the final presentation this year, and not a whole lot left. So we invite you to go ahead and put your orders in the cart and check out 12 or 18. I'll put this out here, and we've all done it. You'll get the 12 thinking, oh gosh, that's a lot of oranges. And then the last one is in the refrigerator at this point. And you look and you're like, darn it, I should have got the 18 because that would have given me 6 more. I mean, and think about, this is like, you're not gonna see this for a year. So this is a, once in a year opportunity, and that's why we encourage you to go ahead and pick up on that 18 count. You want the perfect mimosa?
Honeybells are here. You'll laugh. I was on probably a week or so again, and I'm so excited that we were able to get an additional inventory of these, that they went out and they checked the trees, and they said, you know what, we do have a couple more that will be ready if we go on QVC again. But my daughter is a college student. She is a senior at a local college. Well, I got a phone call and messages from her. Mom, first of all, make sure you bring home the Honeybells. And her roommates were asking for the Honeybells. So Honeybells to their college college
you know
dorm.
What? They're spoiled. But of all the things that I would be happy that my kids were asking for, this would be one of them.
It's
that
a
I'd
good
say,
thing.
you know what? That's a good thing. When the kids
sure
are asking
is.
for fruit, not candy, that's a good thing.
But that goes to show you how much
that's how
everyone
good they are.
truly loves Honeybells. I mean, truly. And again, it's so special. It's so unique. Very short period time of the year, and we're so excited to be here at QVC.
Yeah. Well, now 500 orders have been added to
Thank
the
you,
total. Now in the 18 count, we have about 250 remaining. In the 12 count, there are 850, and a lot of people doing exactly what we suggest. Get the more, because
more is better.
More is better. And
you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong with them, and you can't get more of them. So that's the hard part. This is M139886. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Jane.
It's always a pleasure.
It was great to be with you.
And I'll pass this back over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
From apples to oranges.
From apples
We're about to go oranges to apples in just a moment.
Okay.
But before that, let's give you a little update on my sweater. This is Me by Jenny Garth. It's the slouchy pointel Henley sweater. So it's a really nice little Henley you can unbutton, and it's on a sale price. And Jane, you are looking really beautiful too. Also, I think that the How to Eat a Honeybell, we should add it into the host training program because you did it perfectly.
Man, you know what? It takes practice. It really does. But I'm here for it. The Joan Rivers split neck cable cardigan or cable chain stitch, whatever. It's a sweater. It's $55. And we are offering 3 easy pays of $18.33 on that. It's really comfortable. And actually, Melissa just asked me what this sweater was. And I said,
it's really nice.
It's nice, right?
Yeah.
Really comfortable. Love it.
It's great.
Awesome.
I love the color that you're wearing. It's a little bit nautical.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Thanks.
We have a one-time only price for you, and it's not just any apples. It's Mrs. Prindables apples that are coated in the Mrs. Prindables caramel and all these delicious toppings. You are looking at one of the brand new flavors. This is the Sunshine Caramel Spring Assortment from Mrs. Prindables. Delicious Granny Smith apples coated in warm, delicious buttery caramel, and then just loaded with toppings.
Got it.
These truly are spectacular. And today, rather than being $54, they are $46.98 for 9 of them. They come individually wrapped.
Yep.
Let me show you what you will get, because this is what you are bringing home. 9 of these individually wrapped with those wonderful stickers, so you can gift these. Lori Shore is here with us. She brings us Mrs. Prindables.
So good to be here. And I love that
happy
oranges
to have
to
you
apples.
here. Oranges to apples.
Because really it is, I'm telling you what, it's about great produce. And we really know great produce at Mrs. Prindables, but we had so much fun on these flavors. Seriously, Rachel, I don't know when I've ever offered more exceptional flavors than these. I mean, forget the ordinary, boring flavors. We brought you extraordinary, special flavors, never seen before, and I don't know when we'll be able to bring them back to you again. This is the top flavor that we were talking about, right?
So let's take a look just quickly down the line. You're getting 3 apple parfait.
Yes.
3 triple chocolate with the rainbow sprinkles, and 3 almond pistachio cupcake
flavors.
And those squares that you see are cupcake squares.
Pieces, yes,
oh
you
my
got it
goodness.
right there. Well, let's just stay right there for a second. I mean, this is so decadent and delicious. Think of those gourmet cupcakes that you love. Yes, cupcake pieces, roasted almonds, and then lightly flavored pistachio crumble like you'd see on the top of a gourmet cupcake.
Yes,
you know, they
just a
always
little
add that
bit.
really special ingredient. So that is for pastry lovers, and that is for nut lovers, and then come on up, because this is for chocolate lovers. It's our most popular flavor. We had to include this. Layers of white milk and dark chocolate chips, and of course some bright springtime sprinkles. And then at the tip top, this is celebrating what customers tend to say is their most favorite part of our caramel apple, and that is the Granny Smith apple inside. So this is an apple parfait. The toppings that you see are meant to bring out that tangy sweet flavor and not compete with it. So apple, caramel, those green chips, vanilla, creamy vanilla flavor. You've got mini pie crust pieces, and then a buttery crumb caramel, graham crumb caramel.
Goodness, these are amazing. I have to let everyone know there are 2 different ship weeks to choose from. You can have them shipped right now. Those would be perfect for all of your spring, your St. Patrick's Day holidays, or March 23rd, which will arrive in time for Easter. If you would like to have these in the Easter baskets.
I love that idea, yeah. Perfect times to cover all of your spring needs. I'm just diving into that decadent almond pistachio cupcake flavor. Let me cut you a piece that I haven't touched that you can enjoy. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till you experience the different flavors and different textures that come with that one.
I love Mrs. Prindables because I love anything that is fruit forward, where you get the actual fruit and then you get all of the amazing layers of confection and toppings. They are perfect every single time.
Thank you
and for
so
me,
much.
one apple usually lasts me 3 or 4 days. I can just slice off a third or a quarter,
as you go,
have that, and then put the rest in the fridge. The next night, I'll slice off another half or a quarter. They really do. I mean, this is just one apple that you're seeing.
Just one apple cut up. So I love that Rachel was talking about that. Our family, well, this will handle four family members after dinner. So that's that first one, roasted almonds, that lightly colored, that lightly flavored pistachio crumble. Isn't that so delicious? And then the creamy chips. Come on. So unique and so delicious.
Very unique, very different. And you're getting that cupcake flavor.
Cupcake flavor,
wow, is that great? And the caramel's the star, as always. But
don't you know it?
I don't know. It's always a toss-up. Is the apple the star? Is the caramel the star?
And
Both of them are.
Both of them are. I'm going to slide into this one, and this one we really played up the apple part of our caramel apple. This is apple parfait, and the goal of the toppings here is to enhance, complement, and bring out that beloved tangy sweet orchard fresh apple at the core. So you're taking a look at those those green chips and that creamy vanilla flavor. You're looking at the mini pie crust pieces and then that butter graham crumble on top of that. Think layers of whipped cream and apple and caramel and graham cracker, all the things that we love in a great apple parfait. Let me cut a piece
And these
for you.
are $5.22 each for an individually wrapped, coming with that sticker to label and gift. It's a fantastic price point. And these are not something that you can get anywhere. Sometimes you can go to your local bakery, you can go to your local confectionery shop, and you can find these wonderful treats.
Right.
I don't know anywhere that I could go right now in my area to pick up something like this. I'd have to maybe go to the grocery store and just get those caramel sheets that you put over the apples, which they don't even sell this time of year. They only sell in the fall.
Oh, I love that you're plunging into the ingredients there, and we're kind of touching on what you're talking about. That pot of caramel in the front of that apple parfait flavor, that's caramel we make from scratch in small batches every day that we've been doing for decades. We have perfected that. That's our secret recipe. That yummy orchard fresh apple, that decadent caramel, and then every time we just really try to bring you the best combinations of gourmet toppings.
Ooh.
Apple parfait, come on, right?
Really good.
I love that one too.
There's almost a warmingness, like a warmth to it.
Right, that caramel. Because the toppings in this case, we're not kind of competing with the tangy sweet apple and then the warm caramel, so you're really getting that flavor coming through.
Wow, is that really delicious?
Isn't that delicious?
And then last but not least, is a true favorite. The triple chocolate, you just can't go wrong. We just bring a little bit of a different kind of flavor profile or a little bit of a different sprinkle color.
Exactly, we love it. It's our most popular flavor. So we had, you know, a flavor for the nut lovers and the pastry lovers, and now we've got something that's just so perfect for the chocolate lovers. All three kinds of chocolate in those premium chocolate chips, white milk and dark chocolate, and then of course spring sprinkles all over the top. And those ship dates, like you say, I'll cut you this because I know you love chocolate too.
I do.
Those ship dates, that first ship date, think St. Patrick's Day, think this first day of spring is on the 20th. Think I was talking to someone who wants these for an Oscars watching party on the 15th. It'll handle all of that and so much more. And then that second ship date is what you want for Easter and all the way through that first half of April. Those are the choices.
That second ship date is the more limited right now, so I would not wait. Only 800 left, and when it comes to Mrs. Prindables, we've already had 300 picked up just in the last couple minutes. These can go really quickly, especially when it's brand new flavors. You're getting two, not just one, but two brand new flavors this time in this assortment, and it's a one-time only price. That means that this is only good until the end of the gourmet holiday block. So now is the time to pick these up, whether you adore Mrs. Prindables like I do and like my sister does, or whether you're brand new to Mrs. Prindables and you've never tried them before. You truly are getting something gourmet, so special and so thoughtfully done. $5.22 each, individually wrapped, but that second ship week of the March 23rd, that is the more limited option. So please do check out of your cart. And we say they last about, is it how long in the?
Up to 3 weeks in
Up
the
to
fridge.
3 weeks.
That's the official word. I think all of us.
I will say personally,
yes, have eaten a lot past that.
I've eaten way past that, and they have still been absolutely good. I mean, my Christmas shipment lasted me until the beginning of February, truly.
I love hearing that. I love it. And just be sure to take them out of the fridge an hour or so before you eat them, because you want all those toppings in that caramel to be room temperature at their gooey best. Yeah, so delicious. And I love the fact that too, one of the reasons why these last so long in the fridge is that we make them fresh. So that that immediate ship date, what that means is on Monday morning, the confectioners are coming on into work in our kitchens outside of Chicago. They're gonna dunk your apples, immediately set them out, send them out the door. You'll get them to your door by the end of next week. And then we'll do the same with that shipment later in March. Again, they won't be made until really hours, just hours before they go out the door.
There's a reason. Customer Choice Food Award winner for Best Sweet Treat, and it's the beautiful design, the wonderful flavors, and the freshness that you get from Mrs. Prindables. You're getting 3 apple parfait, 3 of the almond cupcake with just a little bit of that pistachio, and then 3 of that all-time favorite, the triple chocolate.
I'm going for.
Bring them home. I know that one's good.
These are most unique, delicious
So
flavors,
unique
right?
and good.
Okay, I'm going for the cupcake.
Bring them home either immediately or March 23rd, and you can't go wrong. $5.22 each, but only for the length of this show. Lori, thank you so much. Great to see you.
You too. All right, Rachel, and in case you missed out, already 600 orders placed in the Corky's Barbecue, 3 or 6 pound of the Caribbean or honey smoked chicken tenders. And like I said, these are the biggest tenders I've ever seen. It's all fresh chicken and of course done the Corky's way, low and slow. And 131783 is the item number. But we have something brand new to the menu from Nutty Novelties, a family-owned and operated business right up the road here, about 45 minutes in Telford, Pennsylvania. This is a family who is nuts. You like that, Caleb?
Absolutely.
Nuts about peanuts, nuts, and all kinds of wonderful gourmet products. This is Caleb Mangum. Mangum,
Yep.
with the brand launch of the Nutty Novelties. And he's launching it with 4 of their most popular peanut butter flavor combinations. So it is the pure peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter, cinnamon peanut butter, and salted caramel peanut butter. And this is new today. We only have about 1,400 available. So first of all, Caleb, wanted to welcome you to the menu and just ask you to tell us a little bit about why you and your brother are so obsessed with peanut butter.
Yeah, first of all, super excited to be here, Jane. Thank you for having us.
Sure.
So Nutty Novelties started out as kind of a farmer's market experiment brand back in 2012. And has really developed into a full-time passion for my brother and I and a few others. Nutty Novelties is all about peanut butters that are high in protein, low in sugar, and big on flavor profile innovation.
Love it. And we're going to go through each one of them. We can start with the one that you're spooning right now. Again, these are all natural peanut butters. So when you get them home, they're not like regular peanut butter that you would find on the grocery store shelf that have been up there for years.
Right.
So these are like made in small batches and they come to you basically fresh. So
super fresh.
Let's go through each one of the flavors. We'll start with what you have in your hand.
Sure. So this is my cinnamon peanut butter. It's made with Indonesian cinnamon.
All right.
Fresh roasted peanuts, of course.
I've got a clean spoon. I'm going to go in because I want to taste. Thank you.
This one's got a really nice creamy texture. It's amazing on apples. We have some apples here, of course. Pretzels, ice cream. My favorite thing to do with this cinnamon peanut butter, though, is to put them on wampum biscuits. You pull those wampum biscuits out of the oven.
What's a wampum biscuit?
Those like those warm crescents.
So you just get the, okay,
You know
got
what I
them. You
mean?
call them
You
wampum.
pump them out, and that's
so
amazing with some cinnamon peanut butter smothered on top of that.
Yeah, you
Then
want
I'll
that
throw
thing
some
on the
apple
counter
slices.
and then poke it up. Got it. Okay.
Wampum.
Delicious. All right, what's next?
So this is our pure peanut butter. So this is the one that really started it all for Nutty Novelties. This is 100% peanuts, no salt, no sugar, no xylitol, of course. It's pet friendly too.
Great.
8 grams of protein.
Not that you're going to give your pets, go ahead and buy them some other kind of pet peanut butter. I'm sorry. This peanut butter is really
This is the good stuff, right?
I mean, it's so good that you can literally just eat it by the spoonful. And when you're getting natural peanut butter, know that there will be kind of that kind of oil that sits on top. You're going to just give that a good mix, and then it'll be ready to go. So right now we're looking at some of the process here.
So this is how we make this stuff. We have a very humble facility up in Telford, only about 45 minutes from here, like you said. Here we are kind of grinding it through. This is my favorite part. This is our piston filler. So we used to do everything by hand, one at a time, and now the piston filler will actually weigh out the jars for us.
Oh, that's good.
One by one like that. So we don't have to do that ourselves with the scale anymore.
But it's still a person standing there filling it, each one jar at a time.
It's still definitely
and then
a
they
manual
go into the
process.
labeling and stuff like that. All right, so let me get in here a clean spoon. with the classic, and then you jump over to the chocolate peanut butter.
Yeah. So this is our chocolate peanut butter here. This one is our spreadable peanut butter cup, I like to say, but only 5 grams of sugar. None of our stuff is loaded with sugar. We top out at about 5 grams. My favorite thing to do with this one is like an Elvis sandwich. So I'll do it on toast with some sliced bananas, maybe some chia seeds, something like that.
Well, you know what's amazing? When you taste fresh peanut butter like this, that's when you realize how much sugar and other additives are in the jar of peanut butter that we've grown up eating.
Right, exactly right.
That's when you can tell the difference. All right, so that's the chocolate peanut butter. Let me get another spoon, and then let's talk about this, last but not least, salted caramel.
So I am super excited about this. Today is our national launch of our sea salted caramel peanut butter. This is brand spanking new. We just made it for the first time last week. It's made with a rich velvety caramel, of course the fresh roasted peanuts, and a little bit of sea salt to kind of bring out those flavors. Amazing in smoothies.
And because salted caramel goes so good on apples, I'm going to dip in there and have the whole experience. Thank you.
Go for it. Yeah, super excited to unleash this one. It really is.
Oh my gosh. And you get all 4 of them. It's not a choice of, so that's a great thing.
Yep.
This is a brand that is only currently available in high-end grocery stores, some farmers markets across the country. And if you don't live here in the Philadelphia area and can't get to Telford, Pennsylvania, let us ship the Nutty Novelties to you.
Yep.
This is a really delicious assortment of natural peanut butter. And, you know, like I said, when you taste it, you know there's a difference.
Yes. It's the fresh stuff. Shelf life is about 9 months, so it's not like some other brands that has preservatives and stuff when it's going to last like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Another question I get a lot is like, do you have to refrigerate?
Right.
And you actually don't have to refrigerate. I actually recommend you leave it out on either in the cabinet or do like I do, leave it on your counter with a spoon in at all times, poised and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean,
But
and
you don't need to refrigerate.
Like I said, when you get this home, you might have to stir it. A lot of times they'll turn it upside down, let the oil kind of settle.
Yeah.
Give it a good mix all the way through, and then you'll get to enjoy what a low sugar natural peanut butter tastes like. And when you think about peanut butters, it should be something that is just so simple, because peanuts by themselves have naturally a lot of oil. When you blend them and create that peanut butter, it's just a really delicious flavor. The question is, why do so many companies that make peanut butter have so many artificial flavors and colors and stuff? And the reason is because they want it to last on the shelves longer.
Yep.
This is fresh and
us.
delicious.
That's not us.
That's
at
not
Nutty
us.
Novelties.
No.
We're all about fresh. We're all about small batch.
Yeah.
And of course, unique flavors.
It's nice to have you here with us, Caleb. Jesse, hello. His brother is in the green room watching, and he did a good job, really, on his first time. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. It's been a blast.
All right. And 139-963 is the item number. 2 payments of $19.50 to get that, and free standard shipping and handling. Nice to have you here with us.
All right. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Comfort food. Pre-breaded, you are getting delicious Southern-style breaded catfish, coming home to you either in 2 pounds or 4 pounds. This is from Egg Harbor. Now, here's the amazing part. If you decide to go with the 4-pound option of this amazing, quick and easy Southern tradition, you will stock up and save $47.98 on the 4-pound. So I'm going to encourage everyone, if it's in your budget and you have the freezer space, and we'll show you, these are easy to store, 4 pounds is the way to go, but also a really great price for the 2-pound option. However, this price, as well as the 4 easy payments, go away at the end of the day. Brittany Rastelli is here. She brings us Egg Harbor, part of the Rastelli's brand, the seafood division of Rastelli's. And we're talking mild, wonderful, fresh flavor.
It is. I mean, catfish has a very kind of distinct flavor as it is. This one is going to be from Louisiana. So we've sourced it from that region. This is a beloved member of that American Southern comfort cuisine. So we wanted to get this one right. So we chose this one from Louisiana. Catfish has that really silky texture. I love whitefish that have that silky texture and that clean mouth finish. But this one is actually a top feeder. So in Louisiana, the catfish is feeding on the top of the water versus the bottom. So it's kind of eliminating that strong earthy flavor and giving us a little bit cleaner of a flavor. So what we did is we filleted the catfish. It's boneless and skinless, about 2-ounce portions, and then we Southern style breaded this. So this is more of a traditional breading. We've got the paprika, the cornmeal, the flour, the garlic. The flavors are all together, incredibly coating the catfish, and we're hoping that we make everyone proud that has those catfishing stories that they have told us from their youth.
Yes.
You know, this isn't something that I grew up doing. I grew up in the Jersey Shore, so we were crabbing, not catfishing.
Yes.
So when I really learned about that style, I knew we had to get it right. So I hope everybody enjoys it. And I think this is your first time trying this?
I have not tried this before, and I'm so excited. The 4-pound option is really popular right now, of course, because you're saving almost $47. If you haven't heard of Stock Up and Save, what that means is that we double the food, we don't double the price for you. So you get a really fantastic savings if you can go to that 4-pound. And I love that the breading stays on. It's not soggy on the base.
No.
It stays on beautifully. All right, I'm ready to dive in.
Okay. Let's see what you think for the first time.
It's amazing. Really fresh. The tender flakiness of the fish and that mild flavor, and then that breading, perfectly crunchy on the outside and just the right level of seasoning.
This is probably, I was going to say, one of the more flavorful breaded fish that we have because of the fish itself has a great flavor, but then the breading, having the garlic, the paprika, that cornmeal, it just has something to it that I think lends itself to not needing a lot of the dipping sauces. I mean, definitely I still love them and I still use them. And the seasoning lends itself to all of our favorites. If you want to put this on a salad, the salad dressings will work. If you want to put it on a traditional sandwich, you know, chipotle mayo or remoulade, you know, something like that will still work. So it definitely is going to lend itself to your favorite meals still, even though it is so flavorful.
Fewer than 800 to go around, and that 4-pound option is very, very popular. Britt and I were also looking before the show, per serving, 250 calories and 12 grams of protein. So you're getting that wonderful protein, 250 calories per serving. And they're coming to you in this really easy to store bag that's resealable.
It is. So this is a resealable bag. This is your 2-pound option. If you're opting for the 4-pound option, you'll get 2 of these bags. It is resealable, and these are also what we refer to as IQF. So individually quick frozen, meaning that even when they thaw out a little bit, they are not sticking together and kind of freezing back together.
They're so good.
Aren't they great? I know.
Tell us how to prepare, because what's even easier, you can do this from frozen.
Frozen minutes, exactly. So this from frozen into your air fryer is going to be about 20 minutes. I just heard our air fryer go off behind me. And then if you want to put it in your oven, it's going to go in for about 30 minutes.
Great,
and
so
then,
20 or 30 minutes.
Yep.
Delicious, crispy on the outside. The breading's been done for you, because sometimes you get the catfish or you get any type of fish, but then it's sort of like, well, what do I do with it now?
Exactly. I mean, this is, again, if you are from this area and you are not really too familiar with catfish, I mean, in the time that I've lived here, I think I've seen it on a menu once or twice, and it's always blackened.
Yes,
you know, to see it like this was, you know, something that really had to search for. I can't tell you how pleasantly surprised I was, and now I finally know why this is such a staple in that Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana region, because it's just has like a nostalgia to it, where you really feel like comforted, you know, just pairing it with a simple mac and cheese. I mean, my kids always eat fish when they're breaded. Thank God. But they always eat the fish when it's breaded, no matter what. So being able to have the catfish at home and do like a nice cheesy, bubbly mac and cheese with them works great. And if you want to entertain with this and just do like a big fish fry, and put everything on the sheet pan, pull it out, and then have it on a nice big tray. It just lends itself to so many different styles as well.
And you don't have to have the same old thing for dinner every single night. Give yourself permission to have something really fun and different. 250 calories per serving, 12 grams of protein per serving. It's done for you. So we're looking at convenience, and you're getting 2 pounds for $79.98, or not $150, which it should be if we were doubling that price, we are looking at $112.98 for the 4-pound option. So that does become a really cost-effective way to have something that is breaded fish, ready to go in minutes from frozen. And we really trust the Egg Harbor name for so many different options. Do we have chance and auto delivery on this? We do. Fantastic. And is that every 60 days for 1 year? Okay, so if you want to lock in a good thing, lock in this sale price every 60 days for 1 year, and you can cancel anytime. You will get free shipping and handling. But remember, this price goes away at the end of the day. So today's a really good day. If you know you love catfish, it's a really good day to lock in that price by going on auto delivery. So many of us have our Egg Harbor salmon on auto delivery. Why not also add the catfish on auto delivery? And Brittany, let's talk again about the flavor, because this catfish is a little different from some of the catfish that you may have had in the past.
Definitely. This catfish is going to have a really mild flavor. It's going to have that silkiness in the texture. We talk a lot about all the different whitefish out there. Some are, that flatter fish. They're a little stringy. Some are, really dense and almost like a steaky eat. The catfish is going to have that silky finish and then that really nice mild flavor. We chose this particular catfish from Louisiana because this guy in particular is not traditional. He's a top feeder instead of a bottom feeder. So the bottom feeders have a little bit more of an earthy flavor, which is why generally they do have a lot of the breading, a lot of those heavy sauces. And this one, we still have traditionally breaded it. It's with the cornmeal, the garlic, the paprika, and the flour. An incredible breading that's just hugging your fish. But instead, it's not hiding anything. It's complementing it because the fish itself has that really clean flavor that we just absolutely loved, and hope that we're making everybody proud that had requested the catfish. We did a lot of tastings with these guys. And I see you're enjoying
It's really delicious. I mean, I can't stop eating. I've had a lot of sweets throughout the show, so I'm really excited to have a little bit of protein. And these really are something the kids will love, you will love, everyone that you're serving will love. We have the 2-pound or the 4-pound. The 4-pound is the most popular option. And Chance, did you have an update that I missed? Oh, we only have 350 left in the 4-pound. And if you want the 2-pound, we have 300 to go around. Either way, Brittany, you're right. It's not something that in many parts of the country you will see even on the menu, even if you go out to, unless you have a Southern comfort food restaurant near you, it's pretty rare that you will find catfish, or if you're in the South, of course, you will find it. But maybe you've never tried it before. Yeah. Maybe you had it when you were growing up, and it's not something that you still have right now. This is that nostalgic taste, and it gives you something new and delicious for your weeknight meals.
I couldn't agree more. And if you are somebody that's participating right now in Fish Friday and you're not really sure what to eat, this is a great option to start with because it's gonna be incredibly flavorful, but you're also going to have that ease of your air fryer and the oven to just pop it in. I love a fish sandwich too, and I don't necessarily like them out.
Right.
That's something that I prefer to do at home. So the fact that you can go into your freezer, put it in the oven or the air fryer, and make your own fish sandwich any way you like, with whatever style lettuce, bread you like, and then have that available for the more casual option of a sandwich is great too. It works so well in my freezer. I love the mental meal prep, meaning I know I have something in my freezer that I can make into a meal.
After those busy days when the kids are running around, you've got kids in cheerleading and what other sport?
And ice hockey. And baseball.
Everyone's just running around. Everyone's crazy busy. So now you just know you have that peace of mind. You don't have to stop at the drive-thru. You don't have to order out, and you get something really unique that everyone in the family will really be pleased by, and all the hard work is done for you. Here's the other thing. If you do find breaded catfish on a menu and you want to get some takeout somewhere, by the time they have taken it from the restaurant, put it in the car, driven it to you, it's gonna be a soggy mess.
I agree completely.
So do it yourself in your air fryer or in your oven, 20 to 30 minutes, and get that delicious crispiness all the way around. Every single piece that we have right here that was done in the air fryer or the oven, crispy from top to bottom.
It is. It's crispy from top to bottom. The breading is simply hugging your fish. It's not masking it, and it's certainly not taking over. They are hand-cut pieces, so you're going to find some of the longer, thicker pieces. And Rachel, the one that you have right there looks like it's more of a fish fillet. So that would be something, I would pull that out specifically with a starch and vegetable. That would be like the center of plate for dinner. And the longer ones, you know, used for your dipping, your tacos, your salads, and just really have some fun with this. I mean, this is definitely meant to be something available in your freezer that can be used for snacks, entertaining, lunch, and then just simple dinners as well. It's kind of covers everything for you.
Yeah, and we are getting limited. Chance, can you tell me again how many we have remaining? Only 550 between both choices now remaining, and this isn't something that we always have in stock every single time, especially not on this really great sale price. This is an expiring price. Keep in mind, you take a look at the 2-pound price, $79.98, just about $80, right? Normally, if you double the amount of food, you would be looking at double the price. So you should be looking at $150 to $160. Instead, you stock up and save, go with the 4-pound, and you save $47.98. So it's a really great stock up and save. Sometimes we say stock up and save, you'll save $10, you'll save $12. This is a stock up and save of $47.98. And Brittany, can I show again how it comes to everyone?
Yes, please.
Really easy. All individually frozen and in this resealable bag. So if you just want to take this and just put it sideways, right? This is all the space that you need. Put it sideways, grab it when you need it, take out your individual pieces. You'll get one, this is a 2-pound bag, or you'll get 2 of these bags if you want to go with the 4-pound. So maybe you pick up the 4-pound, you keep 1 bag, and then you give a bag to your sister, to your relative, to your daughter, to your son, and say, here you go, try some catfish.
I love that. It's such a great thing to even bring if somebody says, you know, if they're having you over, what can I bring?
Yeah.
And they say, never mind, I've got it all covered, but you still want to bring a hostess gift? Well, bring something like this. Let them put it in the freezer. My friends love when we do that for them because they're like, oh, we wanted to try this. Especially something that is unique like this to, you know, this might be something you're only ordering in the restaurant and not having at home.
Right.
Or, you know, maybe you do bread your own catfish. And it takes a while. It's a labor of love to do that. So to have that already made in the freezer, the time has not even been cut in half. It's almost non-existent. You just take it from frozen and in the oven or the air fryer and make your dinner really fast and incredibly easy.
And you can kind of even substitute these for chicken tenders if you were going to do kind of a big game spread, or if everyone's going to come over for a barbecue and you want to kind of serve some chicken tenders. Instead, serve the catfish. Everyone's going to be so impressed, and then it can sort of be the appetizer before a bigger meal too.
Yeah, I agree.
Really great option. 2 pounds or the 4 pounds. We are very limited, just about 500 or so to go around across all of the options that we have available. The price goes away at the end of the day, and you are stocking up and saving $47.98 on the 4-pound option. Thanks so much, Brittany. Good to see you.
Oh, thank you.
It is time for our look at our today's special value, and it's a special day because we have, cheers. Iron Chef Geoffrey Zakarian here with a today's special value at the lowest price that we're going to have, and the only today's special value for the year from Iron Chef GZ. This is the 12-bottle California Reserve Collection, a top-tiered collection of reserve wines selected specifically by Chef GZ from the best wineries in California, all exceptional flavor and exceptional balance for your entire collection for Easter and beyond. You have the option to pick up an assortment of whites, and that would be 2 of each one of the varietals. It starts with Pinot Grigio, it goes into Sauvignon Blanc, there's a Chenin Blanc, Chardonnay, of Viognier and Moscato in the white collection, and you'll get 2 of each of those bottles. And once again, the choices are listed here on the screen. Then you can choose the all red collection. That's going to give you a Cabernet Sauvignon, Grenache, a Zinfandel, Pinot Noir, a red blend, and a Merlot. And if you want, you can also opt for the combo, which is what you'll see in front, and that's going to give you one of each one of these bottles. And we say top tier, we mean these are wines that are in a liquor store from, you know, $15 to $17 per bottle. We have them for $9.99 or $10 per bottle here at the lowest price that we're offering. And it comes to us from here, cheers for this too, Customer Choice Award winner for Best Wine last year.
2020. It feels like it's still 2025,
I
but
know.
it's 2026.
We're in a new year. Yeah. So
we're going to do it again this year.
We're going to do it again. Start with the sip.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I really love this collection. This is one of my favorite. It is my favorite region in the United States. This is all California, so it's all USA today. Right. This is from Napa, Lake Country, Paso Robles, Lodi. Just about every grape you can imagine. And I've tasted over 1,000 California wines just for these 12.
Just for the 12 that you selected.
So I selected a lot more than 12, but these are the top of the 12.
Right. We have 2 ship weeks. If you want this to ship immediately, ask for that. But we also have them available to ship on April 27th. So pick whichever one works for you. Could you do us a favor and go through each one?
Oh,
Let's talk a little bit about pairings. And real quick, I want to also mention when you get your case, you will also receive a card just like this with a thank you from Chef Zakarian and a QR code that will take you to 12 different pairing recipes, which is also a gift. We appreciate you doing that for us as well.
No, it's a gift. Every one of these you could pair. Now, I want to preface that by saying you can drink white with fish or meat or beef or chicken. There's no rules. There used to be rules, and I think that was just to keep people away from eating when drinking what they want. It's sort of ridiculous. The only rule I have for white wine really is it should be cold. So 45, 46, 47, I use it, put it in I tell this everybody, a big ice bucket, half water, half ice.
Oh, okay.
Not all ice, and jam the bottle it doesn't fit. No.
Right.
Half ice, half water, and about a cup of salt, because that brings the temperature down to below freezing, and it really gets your wine cold quicker.
I love that.
How about that?
Yeah, I appreciate it. All
So
right,
where should we start?
Let's start here.
Okay, so by the way, these are
Grigio?
all 90 plus wines, 90 plus wines rated, and they came to me wrapped, and I blind tasted this out of 1,000 wines. These are the 12. First, a Pinot Grigio, beautiful apple, melon, apricot, lovely drinking spring wine, right? Bright, fresh seafood, maybe a shrimp, maybe shrimp cocktail, which I'm selling later on, maybe just
a salad
prawn or
like
salad, very light, but a really lovely nose. A lot of apple, a lot of melon, apricot, just
very
delightful, very beautiful wine. Everybody needs a Pinot Grigio in their collection.
And that is Nash.
That's
so
Nash.
once again, these are all California
100%
wines. Yes.
Okay, next I'm going to pour you a Fair Weather.
All right.
This is a Sauv Blanc, and I think everyone knows what a Sauvignon Blanc is. I would say this is one of the most popular wines. Slightly drier than a Pinot Grigio, but again, beautiful herbs, citrus, a great acid. And you need acid in wine. What is acid? Acid is that little pucker ability here on the side that gets away from any sweetness or heaviness in the wine. Again, great with fish, great with cheese, or just great sitting and sipping.
That is delicious. 400 orders already added to the total, which is now over 4,000 for the day. Let's move right into the Chenin Blanc.
Yes, the Chenin Blanc, as I like to say this is sort of like a step up from the Sauvignon Blanc, a slightly more aromatic, slightly more honeysuckle, a little more body. Not quite the body of a Chardonnay, but almost there.
And you know, it's so funny because
very food friendly.
It's not one that I would think of. Like, you don't hear Chenin Blanc.
No, you really
had to
don't.
ask Chef how you pronounce it, because typically you hear Sauvignon Blanc or you hear Chardonnay. This is something different.
And again, I tasted these. I blindly selected this, so I happened to get a Chenin Blanc. And it's really delightful, right?
Now, if I tasted this blind, I would have thought it was a Chardonnay.
It's just, it's a little sweeter, a little more oomph than a Sauvignon Blanc, but again, really well chilled. Great with, say, like grilled seafood,
oh my
even
gosh,
grilled
that's
pork.
so good.
Isn't that lovely?
That is very good.
It's a beautiful
I was going to
wine.
say that's my favorite so far, but everyone has been my favorite.
Wait.
All right.
Just wait. And
Keep it
remember,
on.
all these wines are $9.99. It's kind of shocking.
$10 a bottle. I mean,
It's
normally
shocking.
you bend down this way in a liquor store to get a $10 bottle.
Yes.
You go up
Yes.
to the top, and that's where the more expensive
Not
ones
only are they $10, they're
Yeah.
90 plus. This wine here is a
are.
91.
And what does that mean, 90 plus?
90 plus, 90 out of 100. It's rated by the wine magazines.
Okay.
And it's like insane. Like there are wines on this list that are $500, $600, $700 or more. Okay, so we have here a beautiful Chardonnay. Here's your Chardonnay.
Okay.
And this is gorgeous. This is Lise Fitch out of California, 2024. Chardonnay is the sort of appley, vanilla, slightly oak. We're getting into oak, and everybody's, you hear that word oak. What does that mean? Well, they age it in oak or stainless steel. This is aged in oak. So you get a little of that flavor of the wood. Not too much, but now you're getting a little more what I call the legs. So the legs are those little lines that come down like a waterfall on the outside of the glass, and you can see them right now. They're just coming down, and that's the glycerin. That shows a really well-structured wine. And as we get heavier, those legs get more pronounced.
Right.
But this is like a Chardonnay's Chardonnay. So when I smell this,
It's
I
just like
instantly,
people.
yes.
As you get heavier, your legs get more pronounced.
I never thought of it that way. That's another show.
Oh, yeah, it is. All right, now
But isn't that
500
lovely?
orders
So that's
placed.
lobster or grilled fish or anything like that. But
Yeah.
that's a Chardonnay. That is like an exact hammer on the head of what a Chardonnay is.
And when
like.
you start the party, those white wines are always a good place to go. And here's what I invite you to think about. Maybe think about getting all red, getting all white. And that gives you, 48 bottles, or I'm sorry, 24 bottles. But what it also gives you is more variety
Of course.
for the family and friends that will be coming to visit, and an opportunity to try something that is chef curated. Not, when you go into the stores, not for anything, they usually have picked some store employees. Well, I mean, not for anything, and I don't, lay down anybody's, opinion on wine. But knowing that these were chosen from an Iron Chef who really knows about how to pair wine with food, that gives me even more confidence to know that I'm getting a full, really good collection.
I work really hard at getting this done, so
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of tastings, so you don't have to.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
here
is
we
great.
go.
Okay,
Voinier.
next.
Sounds great. It is
Voinier.
great. To me, it's a cross between, say, a Chardonnay and a Sancerre or a Sauvignon Blanc. A little bit more honey apricot. We're getting a little denser. And it's
That's
a great grape. I love this wine. It's a slightly more fruity than a Chardonnay. Not as much oak. Again, just a lovely wine.
Different grapes make different
It's amazing.
flavors.
It's all about the ground and the terroir, we call it, or the soil. This is great with like any kind of shrimp, any kind of seafood, grilled, barbecued seafood outside, like mussels, steamed mussels.
So far, not a bad bottle in the bunch. Every sip
I can
has
tell
been
you,
delicious.
I don't think there is a bad bottle.
And then
bottle in this bunch.
Moscato, which I think is one of our customers' favorite. They like the sweeter wines.
Always we have a very good success here. I'm going to pour you that. This is the Path Moscato. Now Moscato is slightly sweeter. So to take a Chardonnay or a Voinier, add a little apricot, lychee, and peach. It's a natural sugar. There's no sugar added. So it's just slightly sweet. I actually like this at the very end of a meal or at the beginning, like a smoked salmon for brunch, or like with some fruit at the end of the meal if you don't want to have dessert. I think it's quite
so
delightful.
funny? I'm getting like a juicy, almost figgy, berry kind of flavor
got
with
it.
this. Did I get that right?
You got it. And again, we have some beautiful
Peachy.
legs coming, beautiful glycerin down this glass. You can see, so it really shows a really well-made
good.
structure, and that's one of the things I do when I taste it.
All
is
right,
to
now
check
we got to
the
go through the
legs.
reds, but before we do that, I want to invite you again. Today's special value, you can get all whites, and it'll give you 2 bottles of each of the varietals, or you can get all reds, or the combo, which gives you 1 of each. And if you're not sure, and you're thinking, oh gosh, I kind of want that combo, because I don't know what I'm going to be serving for Easter or for the birthday, or what I want to give as gifts, get that combo, and that way you get to try all of them. And then we'll go into Red World.
All right, Red World is beautiful. We're going to start with the Pinot Noir. It's a Queen's Peak Pinot Noir. Let me pour you a little bit more here. This is, I like to intro people on red wine when we're having a tasting. Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is a little lighter. This is more berry-like, cherry-like, very light, earthy, elegant.
Yeah.
Beautiful, silky, light flavor in the mouth. It doesn't have a lot of tannins.
It doesn't have that
So it's like that pucker,
it doesn't have
that has
bite.
with a cab and a zin. And I think it's very elegant, and it's a kind of wine. Now you can see really, if you really look at, now I'm going to swirl. If you can pick up on the edge of the glass those glycerin legs coming down, you can just see them just dropping down from the side.
Yeah.
almost like a waterfall. See that?
Yeah.
That is the mark
Look
of
at
an
the
excellent
color.
wine.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
And this is a $9.99.
I know, that's crazy.
I keep saying it.
So here's again, the offer again is for today to give you at the lowest price that we have ever offered for Chef Geoffrey Zakarian, today's special value. It'll also be the only one that we have this year. Customer Choice Award winner last year with all the wines that we sell. This was the collection that won the award, and that was your choice. So we're giving you an opportunity to get these for $9.99 per bottle.
So that's a 93.
93
out of 100. So an amazing wine. And also all of these from Napa. This is all California or all USA today, which I'm very proud of.
I love that
All right,
too.
let's move into a little heavier wine of Merlot. This is an Old Mountain Merlot. That's for you.
Okay.
I love Merlot. We're getting more into, so we start to go a little deeper. A little bit of chocolate, a little bit of plum, a little black cherry. Again, a 92 rating. This is great with you going into blue cheese or a risotto or like a pasta or a bolognese.
Heavier sauces.
Or a meat sauce. Really, really starting to get that.
When we're having right now our comfort food with the beef bourguignon and all of those pot roasts and stuff like that. Close to over 4,000 actually now spoken for in our total for the day.
So again, the legs, we're getting a little heavier legs.
And a richer color,
too. A richer color, isn't that beautiful? And that's what everything is about. Wine is such an amazing learning experience. I've been doing wine for 40, 45 years. I learn every day. There used to be 300 or 400 varietals. Now there's 4,000. I go into a wine store, I'm like, okay.
It's overwhelming when you look. I mean, I don't know where to go. And then you end up getting the same old things all the time and never really trying something new.
Or you like a bottle, it looks great because we have these gorgeous bottles.
Yeah,
and who doesn't buy the cover? Come on.
The artwork looks good, so you get the bottle.
It's great artwork, and now it's all generated by AI and all these.
Right, I know. Yeah. But what's inside is curated. What I found out when I went to Napa is that, these are all, vineyards are a very small organization. There's families that know each other from one, orchard to the next. And they work really hard to curate these wines, which is why I love that this is an all California collection. Keeps it here, keeps you, in the know of some of the best grapes. And of course, you hear us talk about the different, weather conditions make a huge difference. And the wine industry in California has been affected by, all of the changes in weather.
So changes in weather
also
mostly
really
changes in drinking habits. People are actually drinking less wine.
Oh,
so it's very important that you really get value for your wine, and that's why this is such a great value.
Oh my gosh!
All right, this is a blend. So I chose this blend because it was in the bag. And I tasted it, and I this is delicious. I thought it was a Cab. Then I said, you know what? It's a Pinot Noir or a Grenache. It confused me. And why? Because it's a blend of all three.
Yeah.
And this is a lovely wine. This is a drinkable wine alone or a cheese plate.
By itself.
By itself. Again, you could have a chicken or peppers with this, but a cheese plate by itself or a steak or even a burger.
That is so good.
Isn't that great? 93.
I love that
93
you took
rating.
I love that you took the snootiness away from wines and told us that it's okay to drink whatever we like with whatever you're eating.
Of course.
I love that.
Of course, because it's like you want to have. It's about community. It's about sitting down with someone you love, who you want to be interested in, and you're talking. It's not about this is impossible.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I can give tasting notes on everything, and I say this could be better with a steak.
Yeah.
Than say a Muscat, which it would be.
Right.
But it doesn't mean you can't.
It doesn't mean you can't do it.
And
if you like it more, then go for it. Now 600 spoken for, and there's a lot of people in the process of placing their order. Here's what I invite you to do. Again, choose
online,
your ship week.
Yeah.
Go to QVC.com. Don't just put it in the cart. You've got to check out to make sure you reserve yours.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna go now slightly, sort of in the same heaviness range, but this is a Grenache.
Okay.
So this is really, I would say, if a Pinot Noir met a Cab, medium light, still earthy, still cherry, still able to have like a roast lamb, chicken, like maybe some stuff on the barbecue, or even a really beautiful, say, stew like you mentioned before, a coq au vin, which I love, a coq au vin, chicken with wine.
Chicken coq au vin, yeah. And this has actually
now the legs. Look at those legs. I mean, these are crazy legs. This is like dancing the can in Paris. Look at those legs.
When the legs get thicker, the wine gets richer.
Yes,
right?
look at that. That's beautiful.
Love
so
it.
This indicates more than anything, a well-made wine. So the structure's well, it's laid down well, it's crushed well, everything is well, and they check the brie or the sugar in the wine before they pick it and they harvest
and
it.
it's so cool to actually see the process of how they
Wine
watch
is,
It's slow.
Wine is you could learn for the rest of your life.
Oh, you can.
And not even scratch the surface.
I love it.
So again,
and just here in California, there's so much to know and so much to learn about each one of these varietals. We've got two more. So Zinfandel.
Yes, and this, I want to say it again, 93 rated out of 100. 93.
Nice.
And so I tasted all these wines when they came to my house, wrapped up, and they had already been rated.
Okay.
So what happened is I ended up getting from 1,000 to 12, and they are all 90. So we were both working. We both did the right thing.
I
actually tasted them,
you tasted
and they
them,
actually
you
happened
knew
to be the
90
best
was
ones.
You
Okay.
can tell. Okay.
So now we're going a little richer. Again, Zin. Zin is a really big wine, and Zinfandel lovers really love Zinfandel because it's one of they're like there's their cult wines, right? But I love this Zin. This is a Dragon Ridge. Love the name. Now you're gonna have blackberry. Now you're gonna have spice. Now you can have real toasted oak, but really drinkable alone. Really drinkable alone with a big cheese, with like charred vegetables, with charred steak, with charred pork chops, with barbecue. Where you're really getting into a chewy wine.
It's all about the balance. So
It's
when you're
chewy and balanced.
when you're chefing it up in the kitchen, you've got to be thinking about what you're going to be drinking along with it. And
Of
you know,
course.
that's what's great about this collection. If you don't know, then here you go. Your chef has already done it for you with all of the tasting notes and all of the additional recipes in the card that comes with it that has a QR code on it. So you're not drinking alone.
No.
You've got Iron Chef Zakarian drinking with you.
So I'm happy to say that this is a 94. And it's one of the best Zins I've tasted.
Okay.
Structurally, it's beautiful. The legs are insane. You can just see them now grow. Look, it's just the size of those legs.
Yeah.
Look at that. They're just coming down like crazy. Again, a really beautiful wine. And
Yeah. And $10 a bottle. That's the other part.
$10
I mean, $10 a bottle. If you want to give someone a gift that they're going to say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Where did you get that? This is a chef curated wine collection. This is where you can really confidently give one of these as a gift.
yeah, and if you have a birthday coming up, you don't know what to get them.
Right.
Get them the mixed case.
Yeah, it's great.
And
I
give
love
yourself
it.
a gift.
For sure. I know.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
We're gonna try.
Last but not least.
And it's always like last but not least, Cabernet Sauvignon. So Cabernet Sauvignon. You know, if
king
anybody's
of
gonna,
cabs.
if you're gonna say what are the three most popular, I would probably say Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Grigio, Cabernet.
Okay.
That's sort of what happens.
Yeah.
And Chardonnay. I think that that's sort of what happens in life. So that's why I wanted to just bring this to. I tasted a lot of cabs. I got sent a ton of cabs. This is the one that ended up on the top. This is a Hat's Hides, 2024, out of Napa. Earthy, dark, barbecue, roast beef.
But it doesn't bite back.
No.
You know, because that's the part that I
No.
can't. That bitter bite back sometimes you'll get.
And sometimes they put these red wines in a barrel of oak that they char with fire, which is great, but they leave it too long, and you're like you're eating wood,
Flame, yeah.
and it's too much.
Yeah.
I think this is just a lovely
Or
wine.
whiskey barrels when you get that residue of the whiskey flavor.
It's okay. All that stuff's okay, but you can't leave it so long. It's just too much, right?
Everything is balanced.
You lose the wine.
Everything has to be balanced. All right, so I don't even know where to go back to because they're all good, and that's a confidence I think you'll get when you get this collection is that everything that you open is going to be absolutely delicious. So you can choose the all red that we just blew through, or if you want the all white, you can choose that, or go with that mixed case because that gives you one of everything, and then you get to try all of the different varietals. We do offer auto delivery, and that is going to ship then in 90 days. Every 90 days for a full year.
Well,
and
how
it'll be the
fantastic.
same varieties each back end shipment. So consider locking that in. It's kind of like Chef Zakarian's wine of the month or wine of the every 3 month
And I
club.
I'll taste it all of them. Everything you will get, I have tasted and approved.
Yeah.
So believe me, the amount of wine that I don't approve is a mountain of wine that
I'm
I say
sure.
no to. So
Right.
probably only 5 or 8% get through to QVC.
Yeah.
And that's great because it eliminates all the time that you have to spend like like, oh my gosh, what am I going to get out of the shelves? I'm overwhelmed.
I've learned so much from watching you and all of the shows that you've done. I know you were on Chop for like 17 years.
I know you told me about your Chop story. It was so sweet.
Yeah, we have been huge fans of all the things you do on the Food Network, and it's been such an education to really kind of break down the importance of balance, the acid, the heat, the salt, the fat, all of those things.
Yin and yang, right?
Yeah.
It's the same
and
in
you
life.
have to have that balance. So imagine now, this chef has just picked all these wines for you from thousands of bottles, but this will be the only Today's Special Value from Chef this year. And this is, you know, a great offer because each one of these bottles is not $15 to $17. They're $9.99, $10 per bottle, shipping and handling included. So now, 800, did you say? Spoken for in this show. And the easiest thing to tell you is if you already know that you are someone who really likes white wines, then get that case.
Yeah,
if you know that you always love to have the reds on hand because your mother-in-law, sister, all these folks that are coming to visit for Easter or whatever the holiday, they like the reds, then you know that you're going to get that mixed case. But if there's one that you want specifically for yourself, go ahead and place your order for it now for that too. And that's what I'll do, get the combo. But then I know that I'm going to primarily drink the white wines every day, so I'll get a case of that as well.
Correct.
And do it before the end of the day because that's when the price goes up and you'll end up paying a lot more. Retail, case of whites would cost you $203. The reds would be $217. You're getting all of these for $119.98 today. All 12 bottles for that price and shipped to your door, so you don't have to worry about getting that case from your car.
And the shipping is included.
Yes,
which
the shipping is included.
You want to run through them quickly?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Just so everybody has their brain here, understanding what we're doing. We have a beautiful Pinot Grigio, and I recommend that with prawns, really cold, crisp apricot. Then a Sauvignon Blanc, one step up in depth, but again, a really crisp apple, fresh herbs, wonderful for fish, shellfish, and then a little higher acidity and density, touch sweeter, but not really sweet, is a Chenin Blanc, a misunderstood grape in my opinion. Now, by the way, I just picked these randomly. I didn't know that they were going to be what I liked. So I think I've never sold a Chenin Blanc before. A lovely, beautiful, a little apple pear. Then a Chardonnay, everybody's favorite Chardonnay. This one is very, very bright. It doesn't have a ton of oak, which is what I like, means you can drink it. Great with lobster or turkey. Viognier, say Chenin Blanc or Sauvignon and Chardonnay had a baby of Viognier. A touch of acidic on it, but a little heavy in the honey and apricot side. A beautiful wine to eat with main course fish. And a Moscato. I like this as a dessert wine or a wine with fruit or a wine for a brunch. This is a fantastic brunch wine. All of these should be like 40, 45 degrees, very, very cold. All right, Pinot Noir, again, the home run of first wines for anybody. You gotta have a Pinot Noir in your selection. This is beautiful, beautiful, elegant, light, beautiful texture, cherry, raspberry. Goes alone or goes with food, and I would say smoked salmon, grilled fish, really great. And a Merlot, one step up. This is sort of plummy, chocolatey. It's just starting to get into the sort of heavy winter risotto, maybe a beef stew. Again, a blend here, which is a blend of Grenache and Cab Sauvignon. I love this alone. Or I love this, when you're having a cheese and wine charcuterie, you pull out a blend.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because everybody's going to love it. You're not going to worry about, oh, I'm a Cab girl, or I'm a Chardonnay guy, or I like Pinot Noir. The blend is fantastic. Grenache, we're starting to get deeper. Beautiful cherries, mature notes. And then we got our two big boys. We have the Zinfandel from Lodi. This is giant. A stew, a steak, smoked, and then Cab Sauvignon to top it off. Earthy, dark, spicy, gorgeous, all above 90. All of them. 2
ship weeks, now or April 27th. This is M139578. Chef, thank you so much. We'll see you a little bit.
Cheers.
That was wonderful. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. All right, continuing the process of placing your order for that. M139578 is our today's special value. Price goes up at the end of the day. All right. Oh, and just wanted to let you know, we also have from Henning Lee an auto drink dispenser and aerator, $29.99 clearance price there. 2 payments of $15 on your credit card for that. And also from Chef Zakarian, there's an 8x8 non-stick cast iron baker that is available at a clearance price, $59.99 for that. 2 easy pays of $30. Rachel?
All right, the Buckeyes are here. We are talking that creamy double roasted peanut butter coated in chocolate, and no one makes them like Anthony Thomas does. These are made fresh to order, shipped from the Buckeye capital of the world, and someone who knows a little something about the Buckeye state is Marie-Louise Ludwig.
Hello.
Great to
Ohio,
have you here.
Ohio, born and raised. So
I
much to
love
tell.
that. So from the Buckeye state, presenting Buckeyes. For someone like myself who did not grow up in Ohio, tell us about the tradition of Buckeyes.
Well, Buckeye is actually the state nut. So come on in. So you take the state nut and you turn it into a candy. And it's become iconic in Ohio, especially in Columbus, where Anthony Thomas is located. But there's a reason why these are the #1 selling Buckeye in the country. If you love chocolate and you love peanut butter, stay right here because we're going to tell you all about what they do to make their magic.
And you're getting 10 3-counts, so 30 total pieces. I love that they come in these little packages of 3 each, and you're getting that delicious, wonderful quality, the 3 Buckeyes, so it's 30 total. It's about $1 a Buckeye.
Yeah.
Just about.
And exclusive for QVC because they've done some really great gift packaging, but now you can take Buckeyes on the go.
Yes.
So how can I be kind of an expert on this? Well, I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and in my front yard, this is a true story, there was a giant Buckeye tree.
Really?
So the Buckeyes become nuts, and they have these little thorns all over the outside, and then they turn brown, and when they peel back, this is exactly what the nut looks like inside. So what makes these special? Well, 3 different things in here. Let's first go to that peanut butter. Double roasted peanut butter. They take the time to double roast it so the flavor of that peanut butter is really nice and intense and incredibly peanutty. Then what they do is, and I'm going to take the top off right here, they enrobe that in pure milk chocolate all the way around, and look at that thick shell.
Wow.
And then on the top what they do is, you'll notice how nice and shiny it is. They create a dome for that out of white chocolate, and what they will do is kind of seal everything off, keep that peanut butter nice and creamy on the inside. This is more than just a 1-biter. This is kind of like a 3-biter, but look when we go in here, look at how nice and creamy
that is.
That peanut butter is. This is truly an experience. Can I tell you? 14 million Buckeyes a year they sell. 14 million.
That's amazing.
And they use a little number of about 60,000 pounds of chocolate.
60,000 pounds of chocolate.
60,000 pounds of chocolate.
14 million Buckeyes a year. And you're looking right there at the magic, that creamy, delicious peanut butter, that wonderful chocolate, the white chocolate on the top to keep everything capped in so beautifully. This is another tradition that's sort of a regional tradition. Like we were just talking Southern Catfish.
Yeah.
This is the Ohio Buckeye state tradition that a lot of times, I mean, I never had Buckeyes growing up, so to get a chance to really experience this now for a really wonderful $29 price point, under $30 for 30 of them, coming home to you in these wonderful packages of 3, I can't wait to dive in.
All right, well, you got to try them. And I love the way they've done this packaging now for our QVC family because you can take these on the go. You want to have a really nice snack. You want to get that protein from the peanut butter and the deliciousness.
Yeah.
Now, these are really easy to pop into your backpack, into your purse, into the dashboard of your car before it gets a little bit too hot. So you always have a sweet treat to take with you. Isn't that good?
If you love peanut butter and chocolate, sometimes you pick up a peanut butter and chocolate candy at the store and the peanut butter is crumbly. And I think we all know what I'm talking about. When you bite into it, the chocolate is a really thin chocolate around it. The peanut butter's kind of crumbly. It's fine. This is creamy, smooth peanut butter that's been double roasted.
And you know, there's a story behind this, and there always is. And we love when we can bring great family businesses to QVC. We're going back here 5 generations. So we're going back to great, great, to great, to great, to now. The grandfather and the mom and the grandson are all together still doing this. They've been doing the Buckeyes for about 25 years, but this Greek family, the traditions and making candy for over 100 years. And let's take a little visit. You know, you can go to their, I think, their factory and watch this, but look at that. Can you see that? You just want to take a big ladle, if you love peanut butter, just spoon it into a bowl. But they've created a process where they can make those delicious creamy milk chocolate outside, fill it with all that creamy peanut butter, cap it off on top with that white chocolate so it really protects the integrity of that double roasted creamy peanut butter all the way through. And I like to show it 2 different ways. So look, we break it open like this. Look at
it's
all of the
amazing.
peanut butter in there, and then that really thick shell, and then on the top, and then I like to show it from the top going
Yes.
down because it's
Look at the mouth,
it's like
the
a
perfect
little
ratio.
bowl full of double
is that
roasted peanut butter.
great?
The people
Yes.
of Ohio, we have always loved these Buckeyes, but now the experience has spread out across the world as so many
Yeah.
people from Ohio State go to Ohio State, graduate, go all over the country and around the world, and they're sharing these Buckeyes with everybody. And now we can bring this family heritage here, 5 generations, over
Pretty amazing.
100 years of making chocolate. So you know this is what they do and what they do well. If you're a peanut butter and chocolate lover, this is a really nice treat to try.
And I love how they're packaged in this package of 3. Nowadays, you go to the grocery store and you take a look at the candy bars, $3.50, $4, right? They're getting expensive.
Easily.
So when you break this up, right, yes, it's 30 Buckeyes, but even if you think of this as 10 different wonderful candy snacks, $2.90 for each of these is a really fantastic price point to think about when it's something that is coming from that wonderful, clean, fresh not the factory, but the candy kitchen, right?
yeah,
The candy
yeah.
kitchen that they're making it from.
Yeah.
And you're getting that Anthony Thomas name that's here. So really great time to bring these home. Over 200 orders have now been placed. $29 brings home 30 of them, or 10 of the 3 packs.
And look at that peanut butter all the way through. I've got a nice spoonful here. I'm not even all the way to the bottom of that. So the creamy peanut butter is one great experience. Something like you've never tasted before with peanut butter. If you're used to a peanut butter maybe in a jar, it has a completely different consistency and taste in this. This is real peanut intensity in here when you double roast it all the way through. And then the milk chocolate all the way around. Milk chocolate and this peanut butter go together great. And if you will note, look how pretty these are. They're shiny all the way around. So they figured out a way to perfectly temper the chocolate. So when it is done and when it is cooled, it is nice and shiny as well. So all of that goodness is sort of captured inside the Buckeye.
Can we showcase these darling cupcakes? Because maybe you want to just pop a Buckeye on top of the cupcakes. Maybe you do want to put them into a really nice
it's
Easter
perfect with
basket,
Easter
with some
basket.
jelly beans and some Easter eggs. They really do become a special treat. And one of these in an Easter basket, really a smart way to just say, here's something a little special, something different, not the everyday chocolate peanut butter that we usually go with, but something creamier, more delicious,
And you know what I
more
like
special.
to do really quickly? Look up lava cake that are made in the little glass dishes. Make your lava cake when it comes out of the microwave or the oven and is super hot. Pop a Buckeye in the middle of it. So by the time whoever's going to enjoy that puts their spoon into it, the Buckeye is melted down into that ooey gooey chocolate. That is a really special treat. That's something to think about for the Easter table.
That's a good idea. Or you know how they do the cookies that you press some chocolate in? Press a Buckeye into the cookie instead.
Or a plain
Absolutely
chocolate cake and
delicious.
line 'em up.
Yes, why not? Over 300 orders have now been placed. Really creamy peanut butter with that chocolate and the official nut of Ohio, but done in the candy form. Free shipping and handling. Thank you so much, Marie-Louise.
I like shiny chocolate Buckeyes, and I also love shiny sausage links from Rastelli's. Look at them, all shiny and juicy. And your choice of either chicken or pork in a 48 or 96 count offer. Of course, when you buy the 96, you save $21 and change. So buy more and save. This is at 138192, and I'm joined by Chef Chris Menser, who is part of the team that brings to us the Rastelli collection. This is one of those, like, you know, we've got our family and friends coming. Whenever my family and friends come, they always spend the night. So in the morning, I'm always struggling to find and put together, you know, really good hearty breakfast. Or it could be just, you know, Wednesday, and you're looking to, you know, create a wonderful breakfast or something quick and easy. Or maybe it's a breakfast for dinner, which, believe it or not, I love.
We do that all the time.
I love it.
We do it all the time as well.
Do it with sausage that is made with limited ingredients. There are only a couple of ingredients in each one of these recipes, right, Chef?
There is. There's only.
And you'll have your choice again of the chicken or the pork in this offer.
And this one's the pork that we're looking at right now. And you can see that the seasonings in here. And again, you just said a really important thing. there's only 5 ingredients in these sausages, right? Because we want, as always at Rastelli's, we want the meat to be the star, right? So what we're using for here, we're using local pork, right, from Pennsylvania Dutch, and that's where this is coming from. It comes to the butcher shop fresh every single morning. With the chicken, we're using this fresh chicken, again, local farms from the Delmarva Peninsula, right, that gets to the butcher shop fresh every single day. So this is the chicken here. And again, you can see that beautiful seasonings. You can see the juices in here.
Oh my gosh.
And again, why it's so important to only have 5 ingredients. Right, I'm going to show you. It's just all we put in our sausage is what you see on this board. And the only thing that I don't have on here is the water. Right, so we have a little water, but for the pork, it's this beautiful, fresh, local pork that comes to the butcher shop every day. We hand trim all the fat, all the gristle completely off it, and then we just add some seasonings, a pinch of sugar. That's it. With the chicken, the same thing. That local chicken, all natural, antibiotic, hormone-free, free-roaming, vegetable diet chicken. Just the same seasoning with a pinch of sugar. That's what's in the on that ingredient label. So when you get it at home, you're not going to read a panel that's a paragraph. It's going to be 5 ingredients only.
You don't have to guess what's in it.
You're not guessing what's in the
getting.
sausage.
Well, here is the way it comes to you. You're going to get 6 or 12, right, of the little individual packages, and they're small enough that you can tuck them wherever you want. So if it's just me and James, and we're having breakfast for dinner, one of these is going to be enough for...
because you're getting 8 per package, right? So 8 sausages per package. You're going to take these out. You're going to cook these from thawed. So you're going to take them out the night before. If you forget, it's going to take about 10, 15 minutes.
It doesn't take long to thaw them, right? And then look at the things you can do with it.
There's so many different things you can do with this. So you can. I love having fun with this. So you have the big buffet platter, right? You have your sausage, you have your waffles, your eggs, you have your frittata here, right, which goes really nice. And again, you can put a little pizzazz on it right before you serve it. How about a breakfast pizza? You can do that, a beautiful breakfast pizza. Now, some fresh tomatoes, you're going to put that glaze on this. That's just a really fun one to kind of spruce it up a little bit. You got your breakfast sandwich here.
That's my favorite.
With the cheddar cheese. Now, here's the thing. With these, right, what I love about this is that if you're getting the chicken, I don't like people tasting it beforehand. I don't want to even tell them. Just enjoy it, because you won't even know it's chicken.
You won't think about it being chicken, but there's, what, 5 grams of protein
there's
link?
Per link on each one. So you're getting, now here's the thing, if you go with the chicken, it's only 35 calories per link.
Okay.
If you go with the pork, it's 70 calories. Now I love the chicken, because you cannot tell the difference.
Oh, good. Come on
It is so delicious. Hi, Rachel. We have another fork.
I'm coming in because I love chicken sausage. But it can be hard to find a good chicken sausage. So
that's the chicken here.
Especially one that doesn't taste like chicken. Because every one that I've tried has a chicken, like some kind of weird aftertaste.
Right. Now, when you're using the right chicken, the right pork, you're going to have the best sausage.
Really, that wonderful sausage flavor is through and through.
It's really elevated. And I always tell people when they try these, this is like finger food.
Right. It is finger food.
I mean, we're picking these up and eating these as we're walking around, as I'm cooking them. So I always cook extra.
The casing is really, really thin. It's not a thick, heavy, like cracking into casing.
You're getting that bite, which is soft, tender, and juicy.
Right.
You know what else is fun to do these? I was just talking to one of the other guest hosts about what we do is what he does. He takes these sausages, he throws them in the saute pan, sautés them, and then he adds maple syrup,
Love it.
Fresh rosemary.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then he puts them in a Licorice.
Yeah.
Right, like we had on the other day.
Yeah.
Puts it in there with some eggs, some cream, and he pours it in it and puts it in the oven and makes a casserole. He doesn't even. We don't even cut the sausage. Just put them in, and then when you cut the slices, you're gonna have these beautiful casserole.
You'll have your choice here of 48. Or double the offer. When you do, you'll save $21.98. When you double it, you also have an option for a combo. So if you want pork, you can get pork. If you want chicken, you can get chicken in the 96 count, or you can get what we see here, and that is the combo in that 96 count. So consider that. The flavor is delicious. You won't be disappointed. You know, when you're in the stores, you're not 100% sure what's in there. You look at the ingredients, you can't read what the things are. With this, there is the pork and chicken, and 4 other ingredients, and that's it.
That's it. You have spices, you have a little water, a pinch of sugar, and then you have pork and chicken. That's it. And, and look at the juice. This is actually the chicken right here.
Right.
But look at the juiciness in here. Every bite is going to be absolutely delicious and flavorful, right? And you're not going to have any. You're not going to find any pieces that you normally get in sausage that you're kind of like, what is that? It's hard. This is the actual pork.
Oh my God.
But I mean,
milled beautifully, finely milled, delicious, tender. So good. Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I've got a mouthful, I'm sorry. Customer Choice Award-winning sausage links from Rastelli, chicken or pork, your choice, 48 or 96, and don't forget you have the combo option as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Still to come, we have from Squirrel Brand. That wasn't a TV bite. We have the 3 7-ounce Ruby Cacao pretzel balls that were coming up in the show. And this is a limited time offer, final quantities, $44.98, the sale price on that, and $139,680.
There's nothing like the ooey, gooey, warm goodness of a Jimmy the Baker sticky bun. Over 100 have already been ordered, and we have not even presented them yet because you know and love the delicious sticky bun, that amazing enriched dough that you're getting. Every bite tastes like the center of your cinnamon roll.
It does.
When it comes to the sticky bun, you're hearing the wonderful Mimi McKenzie, who is a culinary expert, here to bring us Jimmy the Baker. We have 2 options for you. You're getting 12 of these very large, over 5.5-ounce sticky buns that come to you individually wrapped and in this wonderful paper baker, which we're going to talk about what that does for the consistency and the texture. The only choice that you're going to make is, do you want nuts or would you prefer without nuts? Or if you would like the combo option, you could get half with nuts and half without. So you're looking at right down here, that is what you'll get with the nuts. And Mimi, are these walnuts?
It's walnuts and pecans, a proprietary blend that's stunning. Absolutely
Beautiful.
stunning.
So if you want to go with the nuts, you will get that layer of walnut and pecan with that gorgeous caramel that you're getting, and a little bit of honey too, right? So beautiful. And then if you want to go without nuts, here's how they look like when you flip them over and turned them out.
Yes.
You're getting 12 either way. It's $4.16 each. Really a fantastic price point when you think about what you would pay at your local bakery to have something handmade like this.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, is this beautiful. Okay, let's dive in.
Let's go ahead and dive in. You know, Jimmy is America's hometown baker. It is not just the premium ingredients he uses, but it's also about the process. Here you're looking at his sticky buns that have over 550 5-star reviews. There is a reason why, because these are so light and pillowy and decadent. The butter, the brown sugar, the molasses, and the honey that he uses to create that caramel syrup, and then the Carenche cinnamon that really just highlights it with warmth and the cinnamon flavor without all the heat. It's light, it's pillowy, it is absolutely scrumptious, Rachel.
And just a few moments in the microwave, and
Yes.
you can have this. Watch as Mimi releases this and all the goodness. This is one that has the nuts in there, so you're
Yes.
getting that absolute delicious nut flavor on the top.
Exactly, and as I go ahead and dive in here, you're looking at a proprietary blend of the sweet, buttery Georgia pecans along with the California walnuts that has, you know, the little bit of astringent play in them. And when you put those together the way Jimmy has, you are getting really an explosion of nut flavor. You cannot miss the nuts. You cannot miss this light, pillowy brioche dough that is so incredibly warm and enveloping that center filling. Do you want to go ahead and?
I mean, it's ready. I have my fork and I'm ready to go. But let me give a
smells
quick
so
update
amazing.
that 200 have now been picked up. They're completely gone. The with the nuts or the without, but without, we have only 700 remaining. So the without nuts is that our most limited option? Okay, that's our most limited without the nuts. We do have the with nuts option. 2,000 to go around there, or the combo where you'll get 6 and 6, and we have 1,400 to go around in the combo. Let's talk about this vessel that it is baked in and then shipped to us in, because you would think, oh, it doesn't really matter. This really does matter that this is paper.
It does matter. So these are Italian parchment paper cups, and the importance of this is you will not get a seared edge or bottom ever, because paper is a poor conductor of heat. But then when we go ahead and turn it out, you can see what happens here with all of that incredible pillowy goodness. Every single bite is like the center bite of a pan of the cinnamon rolls or the sticky buns in this particular case. Incredibly, incredibly rich. If you are from Philadelphia or Lancaster County and you think you know cinnamon buns or, you know, sticky buns, I would venture to say you have not tried Jimmy's, because they are that incredibly yummy. I mean, just so light, so pillowy. This is
perfect cinnamon level, wonderful ooey gooey deliciousness. A little bit of that honey that you can taste. 300 orders have now been placed. And you're right, Mimi, even the exterior here is still giving you that really nice softness that you don't always get. A lot of times we're waiting to get to the center.
Right.
You don't have to wait for the center here. Every bite is delicious.
As I go ahead and show you side to side, you can see that there is not one seared edge. And that is extremely important to Jimmy, because seared edges means dry, and he does not like dry. He tells us this all the time, trying to perfect the most perfect confections for us. Look at all of that beautiful molasses and honey and brown sugar and butter, along with the Corenche cinnamon, along with those nuts. And you cannot miss the nuts in the nut selection. I do want to say that it is fully generous on the bottom of the cup. And they are individually flow wrapped, and they do stay fresh in your freezer for up to 9 months.
Perfect. And they can just slot into your freezer. You can just find little pockets of your freezer to place them into. There are over 400 of you on the line right now waiting for this. So please do continue to stay on the line. We will get to you as soon as possible. If you're looking at the without nuts option, that is going to be the most limited. So if that is what you're looking for, I would not wait. We do have a few more to go around in the with nuts, and we also have the combo. Keep in mind, 400 now gone, $4.16 each. And let's think about, what are you paying when you go to your local bakery and you bring
so much
those
more.
Wonderful, I mean, this size, I can very easily have half of this, if not a third of this, and be very satisfied. So to get something that, I mean, it's as large as the palm of my hand, larger than that. So you're getting a wonderful, satisfying breakfast or afternoon snack, or have half for breakfast and half as a dessert.
Oh, exactly. You know, this is over 4 pounds of sticky buns that are coming direct to your door from Jimmy. And these are made fresh daily, and you're absolutely right. My goodness, how much would you pay for something like this at your local bakery? Well more than what you have been able to provide, you know, for Jimmy.
And take a look at some of the different ideas here, because you could slice this up, and then our wonderful food stylist, Ambria, made this almost little kind of casserole that you kind of bake together and everyone could dive into.
A little bit of egg, a little bit of the Rastelli sausage, and then decorate it on top. Absolutely fantastic. It is just swimming in caramel. It is that incredibly luscious.
That looks amazing. You're choosing the with nuts or the without, or you can go with that combo. Now, here's the thing that a lot of you are also doing. You're locking in auto delivery. Every 60 days for 1 year, this can come shipped to your front door. From Jimmy's Bakery to your front door directly. So you're getting the freshest, you're getting delicious sticky buns that you can savor and enjoy. If you are having an Easter brunch, you have to serve them. And then you're gonna have to serve them every single year after that, because nobody is going to be without them. They're going to want to have them year after year. So bring these home. You can serve a crowd with all 12, or you save them in your freezer. And maybe you said how long in the freezer?
So up to 9 months, and it only takes about 30 to 60 seconds, 60 seconds to heat them in the microwave. It depends on the temperature of your microwave. But you do want to microwave upside down on a plate with the cup, just exactly as Ambria is doing for me here.
Got
so
it.
It comes on a plate, it is upside down, you do the reveal yourself, and you can see all that beautiful caramel and butter that is sitting inside each and every roll.
500 now gone.
Oh my goodness. And I do want to say, there is a story about his dough. You know, there's always a story about something with Jimmy. But this particular dough was one of the first doughs that he learned to make from the 7th generation baker. his mentor. And this dough ages for about 36 hours. So that's why it is light and pillowy and fluffy, and it absorbs all of the butter and the brown sugar and the caramel. It is really quite spectacular.
It really is. When you bite in, you will taste the difference. There's a reason that these are just beloved here at QVC.
Yes.
And you're getting 12 of them. Really nice size with or without the nuts for $49.98. It's $4 and pennies for each one. Really fantastic price, and something that you can, ships to you for free, you can serve to your loved ones. You can have as a special occasion, but you can also just have it when you need a little pick-me-up. For me, it's right around 3 p.m., 3:30. I need a little something.
Yeah.
And having something to look forward to makes the day a little special.
And something that is this large, you're getting really 2 servings. So you and I could have our 3 p.m. pickup together, you know, and just have something really just so incredibly luscious with our cup of tea or a cup of coffee. You can have this for dessert. I love what Ambria did regarding our brunch selection with some egg custard and the Rastelli sausages. So it really just elevates any meal, any moment for you. The nuts that you're looking at there, again, a proprietary blend that Jimmy uses, which is the butter pecans from Georgia, as well as the California walnuts.
Wow. And before we wrap up, if you want to take the ice cream and the whipped topping and make a really decadent, why not do that? Really special occasion. Put a little birthday candle in there.
Oh, super cute.
I will take that instead of a birthday cake any day.
Super cute.
700 orders placed. You're looking at the with nuts option. We also do have without nuts. Or you can go with the combo and get 6 and 6. I would recommend lock in this price. The price goes up at the end of the day, so lock in the under $50 price by going on auto delivery. Just heat and eat that deliciousness.
Thank you
Mimi.
so
good
much,
to see
Rachel. You too.
All right, not only do they sound good when they're going into the bowl, but they sound good in the container. The little ruby cacao pretzel balls that are just little balls of sunshine and fun. This is from the Squirrel brand. Of course, this brand has been around since 1888, creating some of the most delicious nut recipes, but then also doing little treats like this. Ruby cacao over pretzels. Imagine that. Sale price on this, by the way, $44.98, goes up at the end of the day. You're getting 3 of these jars. Jackie Grant is here to talk with us about the cacao. And once again, you know, Squirrel has been doing this for, you know,
since 1888.
Yes. So they're nuts about nuts. But then check this out. Using the cacao on pretzels, what a different kind of pop in your mouth for that.
Well, this is our we're very excited about this one. This is our first non-nut item that we've ever done at Squirrel. And so these are going to be our ruby coated pretzels. If you love a chocolate covered pretzel, if you love that combination of a salty crunch and a creamy outer chocolatey exterior, you're going to absolutely love these.
Look at the gloss on these too. They are beautiful.
What you're looking at
so
here
what is ruby coating?
so you're not looking at a concoction or not a confection
a
here.
recipe.
You're looking at an actual chocolate. Ruby is the 4th chocolate. And that color that you see is all natural. This is what happens when we put the ruby cocoa bean through our special processing technique. It unlocks this beautiful color and this very smooth, luscious mouthfeel. People say that they pick up on berry undertones. Nothing is very jumpy at you. It's very subtle, creamy
I wonder
flavor.
if you would think berry if you tasted it without seeing them.
I know. That's what we do. The taste test. We like to
Blind
close our
taste
eyes
test,
and you know, what do you taste?
What do I taste?
But it is the 4th chocolate. This is real chocolate. It is not a confection, and what you're seeing is the actual color of a ruby cocoa bean once it's processed.
And then the cool thing is only
Very
1,300 of these to go around. By the way, you get all 3 of these jars. When you bite into it, you get that immediate snap of that little pretzel ball on the inside. It has a little bit of salt in it too.
This is what's on the inside. These are pretzels. If you love a crunchy, hard pretzel, that's what you're getting here. Not too hard, you know, they're light and crunchy, just like the kind of pretzels that you would, you know, like to snack on. And then what we do is we're enrobing them in that really nice thick layer of ruby chocolate. So this is like, I was saying to Julia last night, if you love chocolate covered pretzels, this is like the fanciest chocolate covered pretzel you're ever gonna have.
The cool thing about this too too is, again, the pretzel has to be a tender pretzel because you don't want to bite into it and break your teeth. But it has to be a pretzel that will stand up to the hot chocolate, basically, that's wrapped around it.
Yep.
It's all tempered. You can see the glossiness of each one of these. And the ruby color is a natural color.
Yes, and they're little Bavarian pretzel balls. That's just what they are. So
Yeah.
it's like a nice salty little snappy little crunch, and then that creamy exterior. So you know, when I love to think about, you know, the spring. Pink is so pretty. We loved it around Valentine's Day, but I love it for Easter. Imagine this as a part of an Easter dessert spread, or part of Easter baskets, or maybe you're giving gifts.
Too. A little sweetness
beautiful
there.
on a dessert
Here's
board.
the thing. I'm
And
just
you
looking
can
at this.
see-
21 pieces is serving. 21 pieces.
So
It's only
satisfying.
150 calories.
Yeah.
That's a really generous amount.
Yeah, well, because pretzels are very low in calories, right?
And yet you get that delicious little pop of sweetness, and it's not too sweet. It's not too chocolatey.
Right.
It's not a melty chocolate experience. It's more of a pop of a chocolate experience. So, is there a shelf life on these? What's the?
So yes. So when your score brand comes, just like any of our other products, you're going to have our famous freshness seal. Looks a lot like a coffee can. If you keep this intact, your product's going to be good for 1 year from the pack date, and we'll give you the pack date on the bottom of the jar. But yes, if you can keep this on, so there's no rush, you're going to get 3 of these beautiful cans, and I love the fact that you can see through, because if you think about the spring holidays that are coming, Passover, Easter, even Mother's Day, Father's Day, all the festivities, you can show, if you're going to gift these, it's really pretty to see, for your recipient to see exactly what they're getting.
Yeah, they
Slap a
probably
bow
have
on
never
top and you're off to
experienced
the
a ruby
races.
cacao pretzel nib either.
Right.
I
And
mean,
that's
it's
the thing,
just
like if
something
you have
different.
if you're a foodie, or if you have a foodie in your life who wants to be the first to try something really special and cool, you're not finding ruby chocolate in a supermarket or even really at a specialty store, but you are finding it here on QVC, and I know that our QVC family has loved our other ruby chocolate recipes so much.
These are our final quantities. There's no reorder. Sale price goes up at the end of the day. There are like 200 people on the phones in the process of placing their orders. Do it, or go to QVC.com or the mobile apps to place your order so you don't miss out, because when they're gone, that's it. There is no reorder on this set. And it is kind of novelty. It's fun to have something a little bit different on the menu.
It really, really is. I mean, think about, you know, including them again on an Easter spread or a dessert spread. Showers, baby showers, bridal showers, anything that you would need to do, you know, any sort of a pink party favor for. It's just they're so special. And they're really, I find that they're a conversation piece too, because it's not candy, it's a chocolate.
Put this with any of those red wines in our today's special value.
Love
and that charcuterie with the really funky cheese and some really good meats would be really good with something like this, because you get the crunch and then you get that little sweetness of the cacao. And
My
139680. Sorry.
My father was always famous for dipping pretzels into ice cream.
Okay.
There's something about the creamy sweetness and the crunchy of the pretzels. So
hey, why not put these on top of your ice cream?
I love these over ice cream. That's where I was going with it. Like, they're just so yummy over a little bit of ice cream, or even like mixed into your ice cream. So delicious. The flavor is fabulous. I can stand here and describe it all day, but ruby chocolate is really something that needs to be experienced to be completely appreciated, because it is just so very special.
So cacao is chocolate, that's the raw state, and then it is, you know, tempered into the creamy chocolate that we know. This is the ruby cacao, so it is the natural color of the chocolate. The glossiness means that it is perfectly tempered, and it's going to be absolutely delicious for you. Enjoy the sale price. You get all 3 of those canisters at that sale price, but final quantities go up at the end of the day. Jackie, thank you so much.
Thanks for having
me. Nice to have you here with us.
You.
All right. Well, we've wined and dined, and time to go home.
Dine some more.
But don't you go anywhere, because Rachel and Rick are going to take you shopping for the second half of Gourmet Holiday. See you tomorrow.
Have a good day, everyone.
We're in Las Vegas, so...
Lifetime friends and fellow Quintessential 50 ambassadors, Jane and Pat, share their favorite finds to support women 50+ and talk about the changes, challenges, and opportunities awaiting all of us during our age of possibility. Start your day with inspiration and laughter as we cue the Real Talk with Jane and Pat, Thursdays at 7 a.m. Eastern on QVC.
Hi, I'm Daphne Oz. Join Daphne in Save Me a Bite with Daphne, an original cooking series from QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Step inside her cozy kitchen and learn to create flavorful foods you'll absolutely love.
If I can do it, I know you can do it. It's otherworldly. People are just mind blown by how beautiful it is.
Watch and shop Save Me a Bite with Daphne on the free QVC Plus and HSN Plus TV streaming service. Download the free TV app or visit QVCplus.com to start streaming now.
How are ya?
Domeyer.
Oh, look at the color coordination with the pink and the blue. Good to see ya. My name's Rick Domeyer, by the way.
I'm Rachel Bosing.
By the way, before we get started, because we got 3 hours, can I ask you a question?
Indeed.
Because